People will believe me if I have glasses on. They won't believe me if I don't have my glasses on. Oh, these are... Oh, let me fix this first, by the way. Oops. There we go. Football edits in the building. I'm just cleaning my glasses off. Dang, they're not the cleanest. Don't judge me. It says, oh, wait, let me take the translator off because it's doing weird stuff again. I gotta remember to take that off. Football edits. I was first time, I think. You were first yesterday, too. No, you weren't first yesterday. It was, I can't remember. Who was it? Harondo. Yeah, it was Harondo. All right. What's going on, football edits? Let's see here. Got 5 million in the building. 1 like. Wow, these glasses are really messed up. I don't know what it is about these glasses. They're like plastic lenses. There we go. And for some reason, I just don't want to clean up very good. Let's see. Said it's good. How's the weather there? I know you said the weather was getting kind of funky for you. A lot of rain. For what it says, the fact that T-Gang haven't come yet is crazy. Yeah, hopefully he's sleeping. I hope he's getting sleep. That would be nice. T-Gang nor the infamous GG. 5 million in the building, 3 likes. Thank you for the 3 likes, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are. For what it says, the weather is super good. Oh, that's good. Changed up. Well, that's good. And you have like several more days there, right? Yeah, I think, are we going out to the beach? When are we going to the beach? Back to the coast.
I was just there last week.
Oh yeah, she was there last week. Probably when my grandson's birthday hits. For what it says, yeah. That's good, man. That's good. That's good to hear. Yeah. So my grandson's birthday is August 14th. So I know we'll definitely head out there. They live by the coast, so we'll definitely head out there then. Says Lete, says Tamsak host. Thank you, says Lete. Good morning. Up early. What is this? 5:30 in the morning over there. Good morning, sis. Up early and probably getting ready for work. Did I ever tell you guys water is so delicious? It is really delicious. Football that says, oh, Late Girl channel. Oh man. Still recovering, guys. I'm still recovering. It was a long, what was that, 5 days. 5 days in Vegas. Have you ever seen the movie The Hangover? It was similar to that. Very similar. It was a long, long week. But very good week. Let me straighten this out here.
What'd you put in the trunk?
All right. In the trunk? Huh?
In the movie Hangover.
Oh, yeah. Leslie Chow's not in my trunk. Let's see. We got Charm City Edit Official. Sniped Football Edits. Okay. Football Edit says, Charms, what do you do here? Hutch, damn, I thought you was Angry Prepper for a second. I don't know who Angry Prepper is, but that ain't me. But do I look angry? I don't feel like I'm angry. 13 million in the building, 5 likes, guys. If you just logged into our live stream, if you're new to this channel, welcome to Sisco International. Just a little small channel. We do a little bit of adventuring, a little bit of traveling. I do a little bit of talking from now and then, time to time. Yeah, just trying to be a positive you know, chill channel for people. And, you know, that's pretty much it. What's that? My wife's over here talking to me, distracting me. Oh, let's see. Football edits is laughing. Charm City tried to. Oh, yeah, no, I don't know who that is. Definitely not me. She just showed me a picture of whoever the hell Angry Prepper is, and that looks nothing like me, but, you know, par for the course. I'm used to it in the American states of the United. Charm City edit official says, and I founded him. All right. Football edit says, Charms, how did you know I was here? I don't know. LOL. I don't know what they're talking about. Driver's seat says, this is the guy who was rainbow engaged and married. Yeah, I don't. So you're the guy, that whoever that was there. Driver's seat was the guy who was engaged and married all in one day. I guess. I don't know. Yeah. You guys are confusing me. It's too early. It's too early to be this confused. Lady girl, thank you. Good morning. Yeah, so aside from being Angry Prepper, yeah, I'm definitely not Angry Prepper. I am Sisco, and I'm here to tell you that everything's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. We're all gonna make it. Not all of us, but most of us. Days of Future Past as Chris Brown's older brother. You know what? That's funny. I saw him up in the mountains. If you check my channel, you'll see there's a video. I was walking right past Chris Brown. So I could be his older brother. You don't know. Driver's seat says, read the comment properly. So let me read the comment properly. First off, it starts with a lowercase letter. So that's a problem. Is this the guy who was rainbow, engaged and married all in one day? No period, no exclamation point, no question mark, because I think it's a question. Did I read that properly, driver's seat? Football edit says, Sisco, check out Charm's YouTube. I'll check it out. I will definitely check it out. Charm City Edit Official. No, don't. Okay, I won't. Days of Future Past, a Spanish version, of course. Okay. I'm the Spanish version of Chris Brown because I look more Spanish than Chris Brown, apparently. That's pretty cool, Days of Future Past. Yeah, that's a good observation. 2046, what's gonna happen in 2046? Yeah, no, but yeah, check that video out. It's a cool video. It's actually a guy who was walking up to the top of Morro Rock where we were coming down, and he just struck me as Chris Brown at first when I first caught him out of the corner of my eye, and then the rest is history. So you can go check out that video. That was actually our first short video, I think, and only to ever break 100,000 views. So that was pretty cool. Thank you. Shout out Chris Brown, who we will be seeing in September along with Usher in Las Vegas. So there's that. And Charms, when is next video coming? Days of Future Past says 2046 is the year aliens arrive. Is that right? Okay, nice. I love it. I love it. I hope they arrive sooner than that because we need their help right now. Charm City Edit Official says, maybe in 2 days. Driver C says, Spanish people are white. They look nothing like you. I guess Spanish people come in all colors, but if you understood what it meant to be a country, you would understand that. Spanish people are people who are Spanish citizens. So you could be any color and be a Spanish citizen. And so you're actually wrong. And I don't know what to tell you, but thanks for joining us. Lady girl, thank you. Good morning. Football edit says, okay. Lady girl with that face. Yeah, that dude's weird, Lady girl. I agree. Football edit says, I might be late, Charms, because I'm on a water park named, I'm not even going to try it, football edits. I'm not even going to try that one. Nipbine. Knightbin. Days of Future Passes, or by 2050. Okay. 2046, or quite possibly 2050. Meh, nobody knows. It's not an exact science. Stop bugging me. Okay, Days of Future Past. Can I just ask how did you come to this information by chance? Charm City edit official says, okay. Driver C says, a Hispanic is not Spanish. Okay. What is a Hispanic? I don't know what a Hispanic is. Days of Future Passes. Am a astrophysicist. Okay. I believe you. You're the first 13-year-old astrophysicist. That's pretty cool. We got 10 million in building knowing Six Flags. Come on, guys. Where are you going to get this much entertainment from anywhere else? You won't. We got angry, quasi racist, potentially people. We've got alien watchers. We've got football edits in here just trying to have a good time in Goutland. We got a little bit of everything in here. Got a astrophysicist. Let's see, where are we at here? And genetic researcher. I see, okay. Football that says, wait, Sisco, I found how to teach, I think is what you meant, teach Americans how to say Goutland. Just say Goatland. So it's Goatland, not Goutland. Okay, Goatland. There you go. Is that better? Goatland. That sounds better. Days of Future Passes. Yes, I speak many languages. Is one of them the language of love, Days of Future Past? Dima Chivra says, took a bite of the dog. Now I'm howling at the moon. Woof, yeah, something about a spoon. Okay, snap, crackle, pop. Days of Future Past says, my keyword sucks. It's supposed to say it's your keyboard's fault. Astrophysicist. I'm an astrophysicist. Okay, I believe you. Let's see. Driver C, you're just so silly. Are you done yet? Are you done with your tirade? Days of Future Past says, now you're trying to correct people. Who am I trying to correct? Football says, you said it perfect. Thank you. Bam. Goatland. See, I finally got it. Days of Future Past says, Mr. Puerto Rican, Mr. Black Wannabe. Who, you? That's who you are? Football edits. Charms, are you here? Yeah, Charms. Yeah, so I decided today to go ahead and leave off subscribers only mode. And then you see we're getting like that coming in here. But it's cool because, they kind of bring other people in. So it's all good. As long as they keep talking. Let's see. Football edits. Oh, yeah. My brother Kamal in the building. What's up, bro? I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. So you can observe some of the, the brilliant minds of our society. How's it going, Kamal? Days of Future Past says, you, not me. Spider-Man's in here. He says, hey, my mom has cancer. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. You can go hang out with her because we don't just come on here unknown, just telling people, because then we know you're full of crap. Football edit says, Artistical, hi. Georgia Sheet says, hey, Gigi's here. Where's T-Gang? That's what we want to know. What'd you do to T-Gang? Days of Future Past says, get it correct, mime. Oh, man, these trolls' voices are never, serious, guys. I don't understand why they always sound so stupid. Artistical says, limited signals in the Adirondacks of New York. Oh, really? Oh, you're way up there then. Okay. Wow. Nice, bro. Well, be safe up there. Yeah, I'd love to go check that area out. A lot of hiking, I'll bet. A lot of good hiking. Georgia She says, I didn't do anything to T-Gang. I actually haven't talked to him today, so I don't know. Well, he'll be rolling up here anytime, I'm sure. Hopefully, unless he's still sleeping. Big Russ in the building says, sheesh, I was going to just stay in the bushes, but I feel like I need to contribute some positivity. Hello, Sisco and Kamal. Yes, we need some positivity. We need to push the trolls out because they're creeping in. Oh, here, let's see what this one says. Days of Future Past says, "You the one voicing the comments like Patrick Star Dummy." And they don't even make any sense. Like it's almost like they pulled words out of a bag and they try to put it into a sentence and they almost get it, but it's not quite right. It's funny. Football Edit says, "Russ in the building." Kamal says, "Footballs." George Sheik says, "Unless you want me to text him, I could." That's completely up to you. Days of Future says, "Oh, I'm Squidward." You're Squidward. Okay, we get you. Sis Gray says, "Like done, brother Cisco." Thank you, sis. Good morning. Good morning, Paul. Yeah, afternoon here, sis. It's 2:50 p.m. Almost 3 p.m. Good morning to you. How are you? My brother Kamal says, "Russ, way to play it. 100." Yeah, for real. Somebody just sent a star. Thank you for that star. Appreciate you. Yeah, sometimes we got to push out the negativity, let them feel ashamed of themselves for coming here and trying to bulldoze over Cisco. I don't even have to say anything. I don't have to say anything. You guys will take care of it. I know that. But sometimes it's fun for me. It's kind of like when Thanos was whooping on the Hulk, except for it's like Thanos whooping on Charlie Brown. I'm not going to waste my Thanos powers on Charlie Brown. Let's see here. Animals all over the world, Star. Thank you for that. Says Lete, thank you. Good morning. Sis Grace says, okay, good afternoon. Yes, it is afternoon. I was just eating chips and salsa right now, sis. So hopefully you guys can't smell my breath is, humming right now. Georgia C says, "Kay." Days of Future Past says, "Why, you don't even have a job." And that means two of us because you're here with me. You're right, I don't have a job. That's the one thing they got right. I don't have a job. Cassandra Nightingale says, "Hi." Hello, Cassandra. How are you? Welcome. Big Rick says, "Cheers, room." All right, Big Rick in the building. Nice. Days of Future Past says, "Neither a career." I don't. You are correct on that, too. That's two for you. You're on a roll, Days of Future Past. Cassandra Nightingale says, "How are you doing?" I'm doing well because I don't have a job. I had a job for 29 years and I retired from that job. And now I just get a fat check just to sit here and talk to you guys. And I don't have to worry about going to work. But I still do things like run a YouTube channel. I do a little bit of DoorDash. I do a little bit of Uber just to keep busy and to provide money for my grandson's education fund. So, I'm not just a bum sitting here getting into people's chats that don't even know and saying, "You don't have a job." But I'm here talking to the positive people. I'm here talking to the people that came here for just a relaxed conversation and just to see me tear up trolls. And I think we're getting that right now. Let's see. Let me roll back here. Where were we? Days of Future was crying about neither a career. And then Cassandra was nice. Says, "How are you doing?" Cassandra, how are you doing? I forgot to ask you. How are you doing? And welcome. Big Rick says, "Days, dang. Yeah, they're just an angry person that wants to type on a computer and tell everybody how mad they are, and they're gonna hear it this time." That's all, Big Rick. Just let them go. Football Edit says minus 11 hours in USA, Gotland. So I'm in the future. You are. Yes, you are in the future. Actually, a lot of people are in the future compared to the US in more ways than one, I might add. But time-wise, yeah, most of the world is ahead of us time-wise. So yeah, you are in the future. Let's see. Brother Kamal says, "How was the bok choy?" It was amazing, bro. It was amazing. I just finished off the last, I think we have a little bit more, but I finished off my portion of it. It was amazing, bro. It was really good. My wife can cook. What can I say? She can cook. Mr. Mars says, "Hi." What's up, Mr. Mars? George She says, "I actually got sleep last night." Good for you. That's outstanding. I hope that continues. This is Lete with the scriggly face. What is going on there? Days of Future Past. Let's see. "No, I work from home because astrophysicists work from home or observatory, dummy." Okay. You work from home. I get it. Okay. Big Rick says, 29 years, tell it, bro. I mean, I did what I had to do, and now I'm here with you. Sis Grace, thank you for the hearts. Big Russ says, and tries to teach trolls some decency. No, trolls, Russ, what are we going to do without trolls, though? A lot of people, there was somebody here talking today about, they think that like hardships and death, that's what gives life meaning. But I beg to differ. I think actually more specifically, it's the trolls. If we didn't have trolls to worry about, what would we have to worry about? There really would be nothing to worry about. We could just all live our lives and just be happy and supporting each other and be positive. But the trolls want to come in and tell you don't have a job and you're not Spanish. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? So I can't teach them decency, Russ, necessarily. But what I can teach them is that, we have a great community here, and all that they're doing is just helping us in the algorithm with their comments and their watching. And we appreciate it. So actually, they're not a bad troll. They're a helpful troll. Sis Grace says, Big Rick, subs done. Thank you, sis. Football says it's 23rd of July. Wait, what? There's no way it's 23rd of July yet, is it? No, it can't be. Can't be. You can only be a day ahead of us, not 2 days ahead of us, football edits. I think you got the date wrong. Big Rick says, bro, you need to kick some folks up out of here with this disrespect. It's messing up the vibe. Oh, there's only one in here right now, and they're so weak that it's almost like a roach crawling down underneath the carpet. You know they're there, and you don't want them necessarily to be there, but they're not going to hurt anything as long as they're under the carpet, and later you just squash them when nobody's looking. So it's all good, Big Rick. How you doing, Big Rick? Georgia, she says, I'm trying to get my sleep schedule back. Good. You should focus on that because it's really unhealthy not to be getting sleep. You and OT gang. Football says, what would I do in the night if I would not see your channel? Nothing. Just eat my breakfast, dinner, and brownies. You poor thing. You poor thing. If that was my night, eating my breakfast, dinner, and brownies, I wouldn't need to see anybody. But thank you, football, for tuning in because I appreciate you. You're here every time, and I appreciate you. It says, Late, thank you. Days of future past, let's see what what they're gonna say. Now you're saying I'm a troll. When you trying to judge my spelling, no wonder you single. So I can't help it, guys. I'm sorry. It's hilarious. You just toxic ASF. Yeah, absolutely. 100% toxic. If you're a troll, I am toxic to you. Football says he's not single. It's okay to let them think that. Big Rick says, Days, you're disrespectful. Yeah, This is Late again with the little faces. What the heck? This is Eileen. Good morning. How are you? We got the trolls in here today, sis. Let's see. I might have to boot them out of here. I can't let them disrespect the ladies in here with their nonsense. Days of Future says, I know you ain't talking amoeba. For what it says, Eileen Ninja in the building. Yes, sir. Eileen Ninja, Thumbsock thank you, sis. Thank you sis, so much. Number 10, Thumbsock, thank you. We have 14 million in the building, 11 likes. Okay, guys, so this is what I'm gonna say. As usual, thank you for joining our live stream. If you're new to the live stream or you just tuned in for the first time, however you want to say it, welcome to Sisco International. We're just hanging out today, Monday through Thursday. I'm trying to do these live streams around 2:30 Pacific time, just chopping it up with people. I have a lot of people that I'm part of their communities, and I support them, in their channels, and they graciously, come help and support my channel with my wife, and we just try to keep it positive. Nothing crazy here, nothing groundbreaking, just chatting it up, trying to see how everybody's doing, maybe give a little bit of humor, a little bit of inspiration to start the day for the people who are in the parts of the world that the day's just starting, like Philippines, Japan. And we get a couple trolls in here and every now and then. That's fine, because like I was saying earlier, without the trolls, life would probably be more boring. But thank you guys for joining. If you can, please double tap your screen or tap that like button, give us a like. It helps us get out further in the algorithm. If you're a troll, keep talking, as long as you're not saying anything too disrespectful. I don't care. You can keep talking. And then, if you like our channel, after you've watched maybe a couple of our videos and seen some things and, you like our vibe, please subscribe. Make sure that you join us and you're just here with us when we do our live stream. And when we upload our videos, you're there to watch them. Just set that little notification button. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's see, what did I miss? Oh man, I can't wait to see what, oh wait, where we at? Here we are. All right. Okay, Eileen Sis Eileen says, mega, mega little shout out all. Thank you, sis. Wait, Georgia, she says, I'm on FT with my friend while watching her live. I don't know what FT is. Oh, FaceTime. My young wife had to tell me what that meant because I don't know what FT is. I'm thinking full time. I don't know. Sir Montencero, Boss Butcher in the building. Hello, good morning, sir. Sis Eileen, thank you. Boss Butcher, how are you? Hopefully not working too hard yet. Says, good morning, boss. Good morning, sir. Sis Eileen, thank you for the waves. Thank you. It's been a long 5 days. I've been off the YouTube scene for like 5 days. And even today, I had to take a little bit of a break this morning. But I'm here, and hopefully going to get back on the treadmill and be right back on it again here pretty soon. Let's see. Football says, Montencero TV in the building. Big Rick says, I think Cisco says, make me a mod. Bro, on my channel, days would be gone. Yeah, but maybe that's why you're not a mod yet, Big Rick. Big Rick, let me explain to you. So this is how we do it here. I don't make mods because I need mods. Okay, if you notice, damn near everybody in here has a mod blue color. It's not because I need moderators. It's because what I do, I give people moderator for one reason only, really, so that they can go and click on other people's channels in here in this chat and go and see what they have on their channels. And if they have something that's interesting to them, then they can subscribe. They can make comments. They can like their videos. And that's how small channels, that's how we all grow. You know, we help each other out like that. So I don't really need mods. I don't need people to, be hiding people or anything like that. There's a couple times where somebody will say something really outlandish, very disrespectful, racist, sexist, slurs, that kind of stuff. And somebody will be like, no, you're done. And that's fine. They'll hide that comment. But I don't kick people out of here unless it's completely obvious to me that they're just completely not worth our time. And the one that's in here, like I said, they're like a little cockroach. It's all good, Big Rick, but hang out, Big Rick. Stick around. When I get the vibe, see kind of how you are, get to know you a little bit better, make you mine. Sis Eileen, thank you. Sis Angel in the building. She says, Sisco, your voice kills me. How are you, my friend? I'm doing good. Well, I just envision what these people sound like just based on what they're saying. It's not hard. If what they're saying is whiny and sad, then I have to be a whiny and sad voice. And that's just how it comes out. That's how they sound. How you doing, sis? Oh, there's T-Gang. Says, forgot the chat. Quit it. You never forget the chat, T-Gang. You need to quit that. Let's see what this person says. Oh, Days of Future says, am I disrespectful? He started, now he cannot take the heat. Days of Future Past is hilarious, guys. Come on, give them their props. Boss Butcher, thank you. Footballer says, T-Gang is here. Uh-oh, Days of Future Past got timed out. Whoopsie. Big Rick says, yep, you joined the live acting this way. Exactly, come on now. You silly people. All right, T-Gang says, how is everyone? We're good, T-Gang. How are you doing? Hopefully you got some sleep and, you're getting your schedule down. T-Gang says, how is it? George, she says, yo, my baby's here. Christopher says, my name is Christopher. Thank you, Christopher. Big Rick says, T-Gang, what's up? The Real Jimmo says, you look like a cheese connoisseur. I don't think I'm a connoisseur, but have I eaten cheese before? Yes, I have. For boy that says 23rd July is in 13 seconds. Oh, so let's see here. It's 3 p.m. here. I don't see how it could be the 23rd there. I'll have to go look at my my world clock because I'm pretty sure you're only going to be a day ahead of us, not 2 days. But I could be wrong, football edits. Sis Angel says, or click that like button if you're on a computer. Yes, exactly. Yeah, double tap that screen or click the like button. We've got 9 million in the building. We got 12 likes. Thank you, guys. And, as I've said before, we're a small channel. We're just trying to help out other small channels that, we can in our little tiny corner of YouTube. We got a lot of people from a lot of different communities that we're a part of. And like I said, we all just support each other and help each other out. That's common sense. We just help each other out. Dima Chivra says, shit doesn't sink. Go swim. I don't know what to say to that. 23rd July. And then Demon Chiva's repeating himself. Sis Eileen, thank you. Days of Future Past says, now asked him what was his job. My job was smacking trolls, and I'm still active. Let's see. Sis Eileen, thank you. Georgia C says, yes. For what it says, for whoever stole my glasses, I can see you. I have lenses. No, football idiots, no. Big Rick says, I feel you on that. It's crazy on my channel, my bad. Yeah, no, you know what? This is a pretty small channel. You know, we don't have like hundreds of people in here. If we get like 20 people in here, that's like, wow, 20 people in here. So yeah, it's a small channel, but occasionally, yeah, you get people that are just scrolling through the vertical lives and they stop and they, for whatever reason, they think, they're going to come in here and just say some stuff, and, the person will just hide them or get mad about it, or yeah, there's just not too much that they're going to be able to say that's going to get me that mad. And I mean, if it's something that's disrespectful and potentially harmful to the people that are here in our live stream, then I'll just hide them, and then they're gone, and it's no big deal. And they'll go find somewhere else. But yeah, that's how we do it here. Days of Future Past says, that or steal other people's contents. Okay. Georgia Sheet says, it's 6 p.m. where I live. 6 p.m. where you live. Oh, so you're here in the States somewhere then. Football that says, Georgia Sheets, it's 05, so it's just after midnight in Sweden. So you'd have to be like, what is that, 30 some hours ahead of us? I don't think you're 31 hours ahead of us, unless my Apple Watch is wrong, because it says 21st. Says Angel laughing. I mean, sis, I gotta play the cards I'm dealt, sis. I gotta play the cards I'm dealt. Sometimes this is what I gotta do. Sis Eileen, thank you for the hearts. Let's see. This guy, your parents owe an apology to the condom factory. If you think about it, that's really dumb. It should be the other way around, but see, they're so dumb, they don't get it. Like, somebody probably told them that one time, and they thought, oh, and they got their feelings hurt, and they tried to remember it so they could tell somebody else because they want to hurt somebody else with that zinger that got me. And they did it wrong. Damn, Days of Future, you're just sad. I'm sorry. Sis Eileen, thank you. Sis Angel says, how are you, Cisco? It's been a minute. I've been busy as usual, but good. Yeah, same, sis. So just did that 5-day trip with my son and his friend in Vegas. It was a great time. It was a 4-day event for them, Call of Duty World Championships. And so I didn't realize it was as big as it is. I mean, there's literally tens of thousands of people in this arena, watching this stuff, and millions of people like all over the world watching this stuff. It's crazy. And yeah, they had a great time. They were like right in the front, like they were on TV like a bunch of times, or whatever the broadcast is, wherever they played, they were on that broadcast a bunch of times. And yeah, it was good. It was a good time. And, I just got to, hang out in Vegas, do my thing, and, mainly just play cards, and that was pretty much it. But it just sucked that most of the places I was at, or the places that we were, either the internet was just terrible, or it's just not a place that's conducive to like filming, because it's either really loud, or there's music playing, or there's a lot of people, and I don't like including too many people, onto our stuff, because some people just don't like it. And also, you just never know what you're gonna get. So, yeah. But I'm glad to see you're busy, sis, but hopefully, yeah, not too busy. Sis Eileen, thank you for what it says. We work every day, but we can't read this still. I don't know what that says. Georgia, she says, yeah. Days of Future just retracted their message. Oh my gosh. Sis Angel says, it's only July 22nd in Sweden right now. They are 6 hours ahead of East. That's what I thought. So I'm thinking, yeah, football is off on their date. Should be the 22nd. Says, damn, Days of Future Past got scared. Yeah, apparently. Let's see. Oh, wait, no, they got more to say. No, your parents, the condom didn't break because you not even real amoeba. Oh, man, you're really getting sad now. It's really getting sad now, Days of Future Past. Please keep showing us how sad you are. Football that says, can I ban Days? No, guys, this is their therapy. They come here to say these things. Maybe once they get it off their chest, they'll feel like, okay, guys, I'm sorry. I just had a bad day. I didn't mean all that good stuff that I said. Watch, it'll come around. Football that says, oh, yeah. Anthony Hughes says, Sir Cisco, Yahoo, good morning. Good morning, sis. How are you? My voice is gone. I can't do the whole, I just can't do it. My voice is gone. I'm still recovering. He says, good morning to you, though. Good morning. Football that says, because my brain is hurting. Oh, yeah. Your brain shouldn't be hurting from that little tiny bit of meh, meh, meh. Anthony Hughes says, big like 14, Sir Cisco. Thank you so much. 14 likes, guys. Thank you very much. 12 million in the building. And guys, we're just here chopping it up, just hanging out. I'm just returning back here to the regular live streams after being off for about 5 days in Vegas. It was a long week, but it was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun. I don't get to spend time like that with my son that often. It's been a long time. He's 29 years old. He's got his own life. He's doing his own thing. So to be able to, hang out with him for 5 days in Vegas, that was awesome. It was a good time. Yeah, we had fun. But thank you for like 14. Thank you. Wait, where are we at here? F Yub says, IFBI. Okay, I don't care. Days of Future Past says, sad? Are you nuts? I think they're maybe from the East Coast, because this is kind of how East Coast people act. That's on he was laughing. Days of Future Past says, when you can't even read correctly. Okay. Georgia Sheet says, the haters need to chill. They're not a hater. They love it. They love it here. This is why they come here. If they hated us, they'd stay away. But they love us, and they can't stay away. So that's why they're here. Don't worry. Football says, it's not your voice that hurts me. It's when she says this. Yeah, well, Cecilia says, glad you had a good time. Family time is important. Yeah, and it, like I said, it's just one of those things where I don't get to spend a lot of time with my son. And, I'm trying to think the last time that I was with him for like multiple days. Geez. Couldn't tell you. I think maybe when he graduated from the Navy, or a boot camp. That was probably the last time I saw him for multiple days in a row. And that was a long time ago. So yeah, it was really nice. It was really good. Like I said, he's a grown man. He's got his own life. He's doing his own thing. And, it's just how it is. You get older, you spend a lot of time together, raising your kids. But then when they become adults and they're out there in the world, you see them less. That's just the way it goes sometimes. But really good to spend time with them. Football says before Georgia. Yeah, no, I get you. And like I said, it's just one troll. And they're just saying silly stuff that like really isn't a big deal. It's it's irritating if you let it irritate you. But if you understand the mind of a troll, you understand that this is someone who's sad in their life, someone who's probably been picked on or hasn't lived up to their potential. They just feel like they're a loser, and I'm sad for that, and I don't want them to feel that way. They're not a loser. They may be doing some loser behavior, but they're not a loser. No one's a loser. As long as you're alive and you can, make changes in your life, change the things that are making you sad or change the things that you're doing that are making you sad. You're not a loser. You're just a waiting winner, really. You're just waiting. You're waiting to change and become a winner. But if they need to come in here and say, meh, 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 and maybe that gives them a little confidence that maybe they get off the couch and they walk all the way to the fridge and get their own food instead of asking their mom to get it, if it just gives them that extra boost to do that, or maybe it helps them to go outside and see green stuff and touch that grass and be like, oh my God, there's still grass outside. If we can do that, if we can uplift them to get to that level, then I think we've succeeded and we've accomplished what we're trying to do here. Spread positivity. That's what we're trying to do here. Riaz, thank you for the gold coin. Sis Angel says, careful, Cisco, I'm on the East Coast. Oops. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Well, everyone but you, Sis Angel. I meant everyone but you. Okay? And I mean everyone but you. Not you. Not your husband. By extension, your husband as well is included. That. You and your husband are okay. But all those other folks out there on the East Coast, I know how you do. Let's see what we got here. Oh, here they go again. am from New York. You must South peasant. I see. Guy, I knew. Says Angel, how did I know this? And if you notice, there's a little tinge of New York accent to my voice. I am just channeling the trollish behavior through. I am a conduit. That's what I'm trying to say. I am a conduit for the trolls. The trolls come here like moths to a flame, and I take their energy, and it goes into my chest, and it comes out as their own negativity, and I just read it back to them, and then they get upset, and they realize, oh my gosh, he's not working on this guy. I don't get it. And then they start spelling weird and not using grammar properly, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. It's all part of it's like a troll exorcism. You got to just grab that troll by the forehead and just shake him a little bit, and then you slap him a little bit, and then you kiss him on the forehead and you go, come on, little troll. And then he shakes a little bit, you slap him around a little bit more, and then you're like, little troll, stop it. And eventually they get it, or they leave, one or the other. Football Edit says, Days of Future Past, you play with Barbie. I saw your videos. What's wrong with playing with Barbies? Nothing wrong with playing with Barbies. Uh-oh, Miss Generous is deleting messages. Footballs, I have kids. Get it right. Oh my goodness. Okay. They must be saying some crazy stuff. Now Miss Generous is getting involved. George says, please chill, hater. Sis Angel says, though I'll probably always feel like a Midwesterner. So really you're not an East Coast person. You live on East Coast. See, so this is why I excluded you, sis. You're good. All right. Let's see. Football that says, so the Days of Future Past, you take the kids' Barbies and play on YouTube. Wow. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, man. Yeah, they're just getting silly now. Bye, Days of Future Past. I hope you can still hear us. We'll miss you. Not. Positive energy, 100, sis, 100. There we go. Look, gosh. Why can't I do it? Why does it look wrong when I do it? There. Is that right? I don't know. Says EB, hello, thank you, good morning. Says EB, we're just having fun here. The troll, I don't know how you do it. She doesn't get trolls, guys. I get trolls though. I guess it's just the energy. I don't know. They know that they can come in here and they can get hugged and kissed on the forehead a little bit before they get smacked out. Maybe that's the problem. Says EB, how are you doing? Good morning. Next to the universe says, where are you at in that picture, bro? This one right here, we were in Hong Kong. That's me, that's my wife, that's the big Buddha. And yeah, we're on Lantau Island in Hong Kong. Beautiful place, beautiful place. We did a video on it. If you check our channel, it's about 3 or 4 videos from the most recent, the Nongping 360. Check it out, it's awesome, awesome place. Sis Evie says, good morning, O's. Good morning, sis. How are you? She's got the custom emojis there, thank you. Sis Eileen, thank you for hanging around. Miss Jern says, nope, she's done. She's out of here. Guys, when Miss Generous has to step in and smack you down, you know you're a fool. You know you're a fool. Come on, guys. Danny Boy in the building says, Sisco International, good evening to you. I'm sorry I haven't been here. Danny, no worries. No worries, man. How you been? Yeah, it's been probably since around 4th of July, I think was the last time we saw you. How you doing? Hope everything's good, man. No problems for you. Sis Angel says, Miss Generous. I can't even, it's like I'm trying to I told you, I'm Thanos. And I'm just having my fun. And Miss Generous is, I don't know the guy's name. What's the guy's name? The floating guy with his hands like this and he slices air and stuff. That's her. No love at all. Cold, calculated. Thanos had passion. Thanos understood, we can't just conquer the world and just conquer the world. We have to have fun while we're conquering the world. And that's where I'm at. I want to have fun while I'm conquering the world. But this one over here, cold, calculating. I can't even have fun. This is Eileen, thank you. This is Angel says, grew up in Ohio, but hubby grew up here. Okay. Well, I think you rubbed off on him. You rubbed off on him, and now he's good. He's not really an East Coast guy either. You're a Midwesterner, love and caring, rubbed off on his abrasive, hard New Yorker style. I know it. I know that's what happened. Brother Kamal says, Rose, hello. Miss Jenner says, Lady Logan, heart hands. Georgia She says, I think T-Gang is lurking. He was here, but I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Rose-colored glass says, Artistical, hello. Night Owl says, What do you say to a white guy carrying a TV down the street? Excuse me, sir, but you dropped your receipt. All right. That was a lot of typing just to say nothing. Football Edit says, what does the dog say to the world? Football Edits, what is happening? You had a couple good jokes before. I don't know what happened to you, Football Edits. It says, I have a French bulldog from France. I don't have Football Edits. The jokes. Don't make BIY come in here and get crazy with you. It says, Cisco, go look at my channel if you want because I made a Gauntland short. Okay, I think I already saw it. Unless you made another one. I think I already saw that. Danny Boy says, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. In the East Coast, we need rain because of the smoke from Canada. Yeah, man, that's crazy. I'm glad you brought that up. Shout out to everyone in Canada and everyone that's just affected by these fires, whether you're in Canada or not. As a native Californian, these fires, these fires that we're getting, in different places, all not just in California, not just in the U.S., but all over the world. More and more fires are popping up in places that either didn't really see fires before or the fires have intensified. And you can say what you want. I'm not going to get into a political debate with anyone, but there's something happening with our climate. Whether you think it's a man-made thing or not, to me it's irrelevant. What matters is we get it to stop. We do the things that we need to do to get it to stop. And so let's be real. That's kind of what's happening right now. So it seems like, from what I could tell, that the fires are mostly like in areas, kind of rural or wilderness places for right now. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of, like cities are burning or anything like that. I don't think there is at this point. But it's very scary that this type of stuff's happening, and it's been happening for the last several years. Not just fires, but different weather habits, weather patterns. And it's going to be pretty obvious pretty soon that something's going to have to change to everyone. And by then, unfortunately, it might be too late. So we'll see. Let's see. Yeah, so, man, I don't even know. I know when we had the fires here and the sky was just orange, for days and days and days, and we were getting ash rain and stuff. You just had to stay inside. That's all you could do. And this was during the COVID times as well. So it was a very terrible time, to be honest with you. A little PTSD is what I feel when I think about it. Sis Eileen, thank you so much. Sis Angel's laughing still. Kevin Yaguni says, I just ate 12 McDonald's double cheeseburgers. Okay, cool. I hope you're going to be okay. Football Edit says, I swear I have a French bulldog from France. The name is Edda. I believe you. Clean says, is it true that you were in the Marine Corps? No, it is not true that I was in the Marine Corps. Football Edit says, Kevin, it must have been a treasure just to see you eat 12 burgers. I would have watched that, actually. You're right, Football Edits. I would have watched that. I don't like mukbang videos per se, but I do like the videos where it's people that are like trying to break food eating records. Like, what's her name? Raina? Raina's crazy. She's on Instagram. I know she's probably other places, but her name's Raina. And she does these competitions where she'll eat like whatever, like 12-pound burrito. She's like a smaller Asian woman, and she's like just tearing these things up, and like big old dudes and stuff don't even stand a chance, don't even come close. And I love watching stuff like that. So watching you eat 12 burgers, yeah, you should have recorded that there. Who said that? Kevin? Yeah, Kevin. Kevin Yaguni says, I'm still hungry. I should have got a few more. Yeah, maybe. If you're still hungry after 12, you should know yourself better than that. Maybe 15 to 20. Football that says, Kevin, yes, of course. I love it. Jones says, hello, Cisco from the hamster wheel. Of course. Yes, he is on the hamster wheel, man. Thank your local I Love Lechon, because if you have anything to do with travel and you're trying to get around, at an airport, the I Love Lechons of the world are the reason why we can still do it, guys. So thank that man. What's going on, I Love Lechon? Says, this can't be that can't be healthy for you. I'm saying, you know what, where was I at? There was, these guys were talking about a guy that he ate Taco Bell for like a year straight. And I thought to myself, well, I probably wouldn't be that bad. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it, but I would think that you probably be okay. I don't know. There's not a lot of vegetables, I guess. Maybe what is it? Lettuce, tomato. So and tomatoes really not. Neither is lettuce really that nutritious for you. So yeah, I don't know. But they said he did it for a year. But 12 cheeseburgers. There's a time I can tell you right now. There's a time where for me eating 12 McDonald's cheeseburgers would not be a problem. Like that wouldn't be a problem. I would be. I could eat a lot of food. There was a time where I could just. It's incredible how much food I could eat. And looking back, it's like, how the hell did I do that? Like I would never want to do that again. But there was a part of my life. So yeah. Kevin Yaguni says, it was just my dinner, not a competition or a mukbang. Well, is that how you, that's how you eat all the time. So you could be a little guy. You may not be a big guy. Are you a little guy or a big guy, Kevin? Because again, the little people they eat a lot of food. You don't have to be big to eat a lot of food. This Angel says, well, Captain Crunch plans to solve the wildlife smoke with a 50% tariff. I'm sure that's going to work real well, just like everything else that Captain Crunch has done. But speaking of Captain Crunch is delicious. I got to say that. Gosh, you shouldn't have said Captain Crunch because now I want Captain Crunch. Miss Generous don't care. Captain Crunch is delicious. The only issue with Captain Crunch, and tell me if I'm wrong, guys, if you've ever eaten Captain Crunch, think right now, what's the worst part of eating Captain Crunch? The worst part. Okay, besides getting diabetes, what's the next worst part besides that? Besides the embarrassment of, as an adult, buying a box of Captain Crunch. What's the third worst part of eating Captain Crunch? It's that raw feeling you get on the roof of your mouth when you're eating that hard-ass Captain Crunch, what are they, kernels? I don't know what the heck you call them. And they just tear the roof of your mouth up. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Captain Crunch. Football Editor says, you should do a comp, Kevin. I love Jones says, I do what I can. Yes, sir. That's all you got to do. Football Editor says, bonjour, Sisco. Ça va bien? I don't know. Am I? Says Eileen, thank you. Kevin Yaguni says, I'm 530 pounds, so it takes a lot to get me full. Man, I was half that weight and I was eating that much. So I did get up to 325 though. I got up to 325. So I feel you, Kevin. It ain't easy carrying around a lot of weight. Might want to change those eating habits though. Seriously, think about it. Not just for the weight, but for your health. It catches up to you. I don't know how old you are, Kevin, but if you're my age, you're probably not in great health right now. Because I know me personally, my health is taking a hit. Georgia Sheet says, I'm back. What did I miss? Kevin says, I'll probably order DoorDash and get a bucket of KFC. Well, you probably should take a break, Kevin. Get some rest. Let that cheeseburgers dissolve in your stomach before you get on to some DoorDash KFC. Just a thought. Just a thought, Kevin. Destiny says, hi, good evening. Hello, Destiny. How are you? I Love Chon says, good old Captain Crunch. Crunch would not be a good last name for an airline pilot. Can you imagine Captain Crunch? And then they'd have to be serious too. Like, good morning, Captain Crunch. They'd be laughing when he walks away. Damn, that would be messed up. Is that a real last name? There probably is somebody whose last name is Crunch. I guarantee you, there's somebody who came from like Eastern Europe or something like that and had a name that was really hard to pronounce, a long name, a bunch of consonants that they couldn't pronounce, and so they just crushed it down into Crunch. Crunch. It was like Crunch Chef Schmakak. Well, you know what I'm saying. But they stop, Miss Generous. So they just condensed it down to Crunch, and his name's like Olav Crunch. And then Olav had a son named, Sergey. And then Sergey wanted to become a pilot. And so Sergey went to pilot school and he, got his license. And now he's flying for Delta. S Crunch, Captain S Crunch. You never know. It could happen, Lilo Lechon. Football Editor says, Cisco, I might only be 14, but I got a hole in the middle of my upper body, so I got to train. What should I do? Wait, what? You got a hole in the middle of your upper body? What does that mean exactly? Please explain that one to me. That's a visual. I'm trying to figure out what you got going on. I Love Chon says, that's got to be hard on your joints. Bro, even the 325, my knees especially were just taking a beating, man. It was, it's rough, man. I'm 6'1", but 325 is just not a healthy body weight. Brother Kamal says peanut butter crunch only. The peanut crunch, yeah, it was okay. It was okay, but still, it just wears out the roof of your mouth, man. It just like cuts you all up on the inside of your mouth and chewing those up. Let's see. I don't know what this person's talking about. Big Russ says, Kevin, step away from the chicken. Seriously. I mean, look, you just ate 12 cheeseburgers from McDonald's. If it was 12 homemade cheeseburgers, I probably wouldn't be as concerned, but you just ate them from McDonald's. And now you're going to go to KFC. Your salt content in your body is like 50% right now. Just the salt alone is probably working on you right now, let alone the cholesterol and everything else that's going on, the artificial flavors and sweeteners and all that good stuff. So yeah, if you're serious, Kev, please step away from the bucket. We don't need you going out watching our live stream. Haley says, my boyfriend's phone died. That is what I meant to say. Oh, all right, Haley. I don't know. I didn't see what you said before that, but okay, thanks. Welcome. Brother BIY in the building. Here we go. A professional joke teller. Here we go. Says, hey, Cisco, Artistical. I love the Tone Football Edits, Destiny White, Kevin Yaguni, Georgia Sheets, Eileen Ninja, Rose Colored Glasses, and Haley. Georgia Sheets says, hey, BIY. BIY, what do you think about a guy eating 12 McDonald's cheeseburgers and then saying, it's not enough? And then like picking up his phone, punching the app of DoorDash up, looking at it and going, yeah, that's what I want right there. And it's a big old bucket of KFC. What do you think about that, BIY? Is that a good idea? I love Chon says, I have a Laotian coworker with the first name Boon Tavi. We just call him Boon. Yeah, exactly. So that happens all the time. I guarantee you there's a large percentage of Americans who, are recent immigrants. Their families recent immigrants, like in the last 100 or 200 years, recent immigrants, right? And I guarantee you, if they came from a country that has those names that have long names, lots of consonants, it's very hard for people, Americans in particular, because, we have no culture of our own that, teaches us these things. It's hard to pronounce. So they're just like, you know what? Yeah, your name is Boone Tavi. Your name's Boone now. And that's how the name Boone came about, there's just so many ways that a name can be changed. And even first names, people go by, a different name. It's just how it is. But yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Russ says, was there Count Chocula? Count Chocula was good. Yeah, Count Chocula was good. I like Count Chocula.
With the marshmallows?
Yeah, it's chocolate. It's just it's all the same cereal, to be honest. They're all the same cereals. They just put them in different shapes and they put different flavors on it. But it's the same thing. They're all the same cereal. Go Count Chocula. T-Gang says, okay, so I am back. What did I miss? You missed a whole bunch, T-Gang. You're going to have to watch this whole thing all over again. We got 10 minutes in the building, 20 likes. Thank you, guys. I'm just going through here, just reading some comments, guys. And if you're new to the channel, if you just logged in, apparently we got the trolls out of here. We only really had one, and I was having fun with them. Miss Generous was like, nah, I've had enough. Got him out of here. And now we're back to our normal program. But yeah, if you are just new to the channel, if you are just coming to us for the first time, just please double tap your screen and, or hit that like button and help us get further out in the algorithm. We're just a small channel. We're trying to help other small channels. And, while we're doing this, be positive and, just have fun, nothing too crazy. And, just check out our videos. We got some good videos on our channel and, we travel, we do a little adventuring. And yeah, that's it. If we're your vibe, you must subscribe. That's what we say here. I love the tone. Says BIY, hey there. BIY says T-Gang, hello. Angel says, hey, BIY. Says Eileen's still there. Thank you, sis, for the hearts. Georgia Sheet says, yes. Boy, my friend is Chinese. I don't know, what is that, Texas? I don't know. Mexican and Italian? I don't know what is that second flag? I see Chinese. I don't know if that's the Texas flag. I don't know what that is. I'm thinking it's a country. I don't know. Mexican and I'm thinking that's Italian. So I can around 10 languages. So what, you can speak 10 languages or understand 10 languages? T-Gang says, Cisco, 12 cheeseburgers is light. but an XL chicken bucket is too much. I don't know about that, T gang. I don't know. 12 cheeseburgers that's quite a bit. I mean, they're not the biggest cheeseburgers at McDonald's, but 12 of them, that's a good amount. And then to not be full off that and want to go get a bucket, yeah, that's doing way too much. Football that says, hey, I'm in training. Training what? Georgia, she says, baby, it's not okay. Crying. What the? DIY says, I once bought a bag of cheeseburgers just to see what my limit was. It was 12. That last one crossed me into the feeling ill zone. Really? So you tried doing 12 cheeseburgers and it made you feel ill? Yeah, I think for most people that's probably what's going to happen. Again, especially if it's McDonald's. No offense, McDonald's, if you're listening, but yeah, their cheeseburgers are just not. They were probably never real healthy to begin with, but they've just kind of gone downhill. They're just literally just, I don't know, smoke and mirrors. It's just not really a cheeseburger. I don't know what it is. Like they say, you could set them out and like weeks later come back and they look exactly the same. If you're eating 12 of those, eesh, well, that's probably why you're hungry, because you're not eating real food. You need some real food. Let's see. For what it says, you chose how many pull-ups I got to do. I want to see you do 10. 10 pull-ups for what it's. I love Lechon says, Lechon is easy to pronounce though. Yeah, man. Oh man, I want some Lechon. And you know what, bro? I was there in Vegas. I was at that restaurant inside of Seafood City, and they did have some lechon there. But I got to be in the mood for it, because I love lechon too, and you got to be in the mood for it though, because it will get heavy. It will get heavy in your gut, and I wasn't in the mood for that. Let's see, got here. Georgia She says, I hate cheeseburgers. I like regular burgers, especially because I'm lactose and tolerance. Okay, you're lactose and tolerance. All right, well, that's unfortunate because cheeseburgers are delicious. Football Edit says, at my school, some people come and ask for autographs, and I say, okay, and does something with a pencil. You get autographs, people want autographs at your school, all right. BLY says, why can physical fish maps be small even when the areas are large? They're scaled. Oh, that was, yeah, even Miss Generous, she's giving you a pity laugh at BIY. That wasn't a real laugh. That was just, I need more. I need more. I am not entertained. Says Eileen, thank you. I love the Chon says, now 12 White Castle burgers, I might be able to, yeah, White Castle burgers like, what, this big, I think? Yeah, you could probably eat 12 of those, no problem. Again, not the healthiest, but at least they're smaller, geez. Try to make, BIY, Football says, BIY, I got a question. Can you try to make Sisco scared, because I am not so good at scaring people? Yeah, nobody's gonna scare me. Sharon says, Unc. Unc. Are you okay, Sharon? You all right? It sounds like you're having trouble. T-Gang says, I'm not going to say baby anymore, so I'm just going to say 12 burgers are light. Be right back. I love Chon says, our local Seafood City has good Pinoy barbecue skewers. Yeah, man. The ones in the one that I went to, I don't usually get skewers, but these ones look really good. They were really meaty. And sometimes my issue with the skewers is they overcook the meat, and so it gets real dry and tough. I don't like that. So this one, it looked like the guy was like legit. He knew what he was doing, and so I got the chicken skewer. It was great. The pancit was good. The white rice was good. I just poured the sisig all over it. The sisig was like real watery. So yeah, I just poured that on the rice, and that was great with the rice. And yeah, it was pretty good. It was a good meal. They didn't have a big selection though. That was the only thing at that particular Seafood City, and it's called. Kamal mentioned it earlier. It's called like Crispy Town or something like that. It's like a little restaurant inside Seafood City. It just wasn't a big selection. The one at Island Pacific where we go to, they have a great selection. It's huge. It's like a huge cafeteria style. It's really good. Georgia She says, not on me. They'll kill my stomach. I already have some stomach problems. Yeah, don't eat them if it's going to give you stomach problems. BIY says, T-Gang, they were doubles. Oh, man. Yeah, see, double cheeseburger. Man. So, well, even to this day, sometimes if I'm hungry and I just don't give a dang, I'll go to Carl's Jr. I really like Carl's Jr. burgers. I'll go to Carl's Jr. and I'll usually get like either a superstar with cheese, or I'll get a Western bacon double cheeseburger. And then I'll also get on the side, because it's a combo. That's a combo. You got to get the combo. And then on the side, I'll get a big Carl. right? And so I have like, gotta calm down. So I get like a double Western bacon cheeseburger or or a superstar with cheese, right? Which is basically they're comparable in size. And then I'll get the big Carl on the side, and I'll eat all that, And that's a lot. That's a lot of burger, even though it's only two burgers. They're big burgers. So double cheeseburgers, 12 of them. Ooh, that's DIY. I wish I could have seen that video too. Let's see. BLY says A&W Mama Burgers have a nice taste. They used to be bigger. Could get 6 for 20 Canadian dollars. Mama Burgers. I don't know. I don't know if I've heard of that before. I don't. The burgers at A&W never really. They're okay. They're obviously their floats and their ice cream amazing. Their fries are good, but their burgers always were just kind of like A Mama Burger. I haven't heard of that one. 6 for 20 Canadian dollars though. That's a pretty good deal. How long ago was that? That had to be a long time ago. I Love It Chon says Grill City inside Seafood City. Yeah, this place was called something else though. I think it was called like, what's it called? There's another name for this place, not Grill City. It's called something else. For what it says, Cisco, I just remembered that it's 40 centimeters to the ceiling. Okay. This is out of the blue. That's random. I just remembered it's 40 centimeters to the ceiling. Nice. Says Eileen, thank you for the hearts. T-Gang says, BIY, yeah, those are still like, quit it, T-Gang. Only 12 Big Macs. Big Macs? Big Macs are, that is child's play. 12 Big Macs. That's like all bread. It's not even meat in that. Georgia C says, you're literally only saying they're light because you can eat all of them, but some people can't eat all of it. This is true. DIY says, T-Gang, at that time, I was in top shape, 240 pounds, so it was what it was, in addition to the quantity. Yeah, 240 pounds, yeah. And I've seen pictures of DIY when he was younger. He was in shape. Not that he's not young and in shape now. I would never say that. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. But when he was younger and more in shape, he was ripped, guys. He was ripped. Like, he could do competitions, I'm sure, if he wanted to. He was a ripped dude. So the cheeseburgers were nothing to him. T-Gang says, I know. George, she says, bruh. I love LeJones says, I haven't been to Carl's Jr., but I've been to Hardee's, the former name of the, yeah. Hardee's and Carl's Jr., it's the same thing. Hardee's is like East Coast name. Carl's Jr. out here. So yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. This is Eileen, thank you so much for sticking around. BIY says, A&W Mama Burgers have the same taste as the McD's burger, something that I attach fond childhood memories to. What they're made of now is anybody's guess. Yeah, it's different. When I was a kid, and now look, as you get older, I'm sure some of the older people can vouch for me on this, your taste changes. Some things that you liked when you were younger, you no longer like them for whatever reason. Things that you liked because they were sweet, now they're too sweet. Or things that you like because, the way that the vegetable, tastes to you, you get older, it's like, eh. And I've had that happen where, like, say for instance, broccoli. I hated broccoli when I was a kid. Now I love broccoli. There's a lot of foods that I didn't really like when I was a kid that I do like now. But I will say with McDonald's, we would eat McDonald's quite a bit when I was a kid. There was a McDonald's right on the corner, and it was one of the rare 3-story McDonald's, where you had the ground floor, right? You would go in there and that's where you order the food, or you could go upstairs and go sit up there and eat, or you could go downstairs and there's like a play area down there, right? So it's like a 3-story McDonald's. That is a fond memory for me. I always remember going there with my little sister and we'd go downstairs, we'd play, in the play area. That was fun. Back then, McDonald's, I could eat all the time. Burgers, the nuggets, all that stuff. Now, I can't tell you when the last time I ate a McDonald's burger. It's been a long time. I had a fillet of fish not too long ago, but it really wasn't any other option for me to eat. I didn't want chicken nuggets because the chicken nuggets, that's another thing. The chicken nuggets have gotten like half the thickness that they used to. Tell me I'm lying. The chicken nuggets are like half the size that they used to be back just several years ago. So McDonald's it's just no good. I'm sorry, McDonald's, you will not be tagged in this. Let's see. Says, I love Jones says, I think the Big Mac is 3 slices of bread. Yes, 3 slices of bread, tiny little patty, a little bit nasty, I will say too, because I like Thousand Island dressing. Nasty Thousand Island dressing, I think, is in there. And like some weird, like the white part of the lettuce that they put in there. It's just terrible. They're like the worst burgers ever. BIY says, I actually don't have any pics from big years. That one I have, I was 175. So damn, guys. So picture him being, what is that, 65 pounds heavier than the picture I saw him in. You were 175 in that picture? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Football Edit says 1134 equals 11 times 34 equals 3. Football Edit, what are you talking about? T-Gang says, well, the Big Macs here are made with 3 patties, lettuce, tomatoes, mayo, ketchup, mustard, and anything else really a big man could have. Is that right, T-Gang? Well, I don't know. I still, it doesn't sound delicious to me. I've never liked Big Macs. Miss Jones says, Lechon, she's giving the cheers. Wait, what did Lechon say? Oh, he retracted, huh?
Yeah, you retracted.
Oh, man. I want to know what he
Flip
said.
it over.
You what? Oh, he wrote over. Okay, so 3 plus 4 so you put the 7 in the middle and 3 in the start. And Football Edits, what are you talking about? I love Jones says, come to think of it, I didn't like beer when I was a kid. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I hated the taste of beer. Liquor in general was just terrible. So my stepdad, he used to work for Sunkist back in the day in Ontario, and he would bring different homes. He would bring home different things, right? So that plant, they would they did juicing, orange juice, but they also did other things. One of the things they did, they would take the peel, they would take the peels off the oranges, and they would dry those peels, and then they would sell them to like farmers for feed and for whatever else they use them for. And then they would also make stuff with the leftover pulp. They would make, they'd have obviously the juice. So there was a lot of parts of that orange that were getting used that you wouldn't normally think somebody would use it for. Well, one of the things they used to do was they would make alcohol, and it was like some crazy high, like 100 proof, like crazy. It was high. It was a crazy amount of alcohol. And he brought that thing home, and it was just perfectly clear. If you didn't know better, you would just think it was water in this bottle. But as soon as you smelled that stuff, holy cow, your sinuses would just shoot through the top of your head and hit the moon. That's how strong this stuff was. It was crazy potent. And one day, okay, don't judge my parents now. One day, I was probably like about 7 or 8 years old, and kids are curious, man. And I'm one of those people that I don't want to stifle my kids' curiosity, and my parents kind of were the same way. And I saw them drinking, right? And they were actually drinking this alcohol, and it was just holy crap, like mind blowing. So me as a little kid, I'm like, I want to try. So my stepdad, he gave me like a little taste of this stuff. It was like a permanent marker on fire. That's what it tasted like. And that I did not drink alcohol again probably until I was like 18 years old. Well, I mean 21. Yeah, till I was 21. So that was traumatic for me. So yeah, you're right. Alcohol was definitely not something I drank when I was young. It was the worst. Says Angel says same. I didn't like broccoli, mustard, shrimp, lobster, and sour cream as a kid. Now I like these as an adult. Okay, lobster I've always loved. Shrimp I've always loved. Mustard, I don't know. Mustard I didn't like as much when I was a kid, but I really do like it now. And broccoli, yeah, I definitely like that now. So, I wonder if the shrimp and lobster was a texture thing, because a lot of people say they don't like the texture of that stuff. Gradian Teco says fast food is not real food. Well, I mean, it's real food in a sense that it's real, but it's not very nutritious food, I think is what you're trying to say. That is definitely a fact. Georgia Sheet says, my dad will eat a full Big Mac, a large fry and chicken sandwich, and a Coke. That's his full order at McDonald's. I wouldn't order that because I don't like McDonald's, but something along those lines is what I would order. When I go to fast food, I'll order like 2 burgers, fries, and a drink. So yeah, not the healthiest, guys. I love Jones says, I agree with the Mickey D's opinion. Yeah, bro, it's so downhill now. Football says, Miss Generous, has Sisco ever played soccer? No hate, I just want to know. Did you answer that already? Okay. Mamily O'Neill in the building. Sis Eileen, thank you. Good morning, Mamily O'Neill. Good morning. Good to see you. How are you? Footwear says, when I was a kid, I said, what do the moose say to the dog? Ma. Football heads. I don't know what's wrong with you today. Oh, man. He says, and my teacher laughed. Your teacher was playing with you, man. BIY says, which primate is the weakest? The chimpanzee. Okay, that's a good one. That's funny. That's a funny one. Good Lord, man. Oh, hey, BIY. Something's wrong with you, my friend. I love that Jones says, my dad actually made home-brewed beer back in the 70s. His first batch was the only one that turned out good, according to him. Wow, okay. It's actually pretty easy to do. You just got to follow the steps. I've never done it myself, but I've seen it done. It's pretty easy to do. You know, I'm surprised more people actually don't do it, to be honest with you. He said his first batch was the best one. I wonder why that is. Miss Jenner says, football is for fun. Yes, he actually coached my son's soccer team too. Bam, bam. And I could tell you a story. Should I tell the story about that? About the team name? All right, guys, I got to tell you this. This is hilarious. Am I too far behind? I'm a little bit behind. Damn. Okay, well, let me catch up and tell you this story. All right, so yeah, I did coach the soccer team. Ma'am Leonilla, thank you. Miss Jenner says, BIY. Football Edit says, did they win many times when he was coach? I'll get to that. Morgan Journal says, yo, bro, you got any movie recommendations? Yeah, Lord of the Rings. Watch all three. BIY says, Morgan's Journal, Mr. Baseball. That's a good one, too. What's the other one? It's really good with Brad Pitt. Moneyball. Moneyball is a really good, I love that movie. Awesome movie. They all play really good parts in that. T-Gang says, be right back. All right, T-Gang. Sis Eileen, thank you. Mamla Anilla, thank you. I love the Jones says, reminds me of the cartoon where the cow was on a riding mower and the exhaust went towards her mouth. Fast food. Yeah, man. Just oh, damn, that was a visual. Georgia, she says, summer's up, bro. Everyone is joking today. It's not April Fool's, but I'm laughing. Well, that's what we do. My brother Blizzard in the building. He says, all the reason to sign up and be DTF with Ice. Look at this guy, man. This is why this brother had to jump out the bushes. You see, Blizzard's probably been here since the moment I logged on. Blizzard was ready. He got in there. He's like, in the bushes. He doesn't come out, no comments. But this man, you know, he's a professional. He's a professional. He says, this is a perfect segue. I gotta get in here and say, all the reasons to sign up and be DTF with Icy Fit. Our sister Icy does have a little segment that she does of her whole channel, a little segment that she's broken off and she's doing something new where she's doing personal training. So if you're interested in that, check out Icy Fit's channel and you know, just check it out. If you're interested, you could get in shape. You get in good shape. What's up, Blizzard? I've gone to a few classes, but I've been busy at the time when it's happening. So I logged in, and in my mind, I'm exercising. You know, I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, I could do that. I could do that. Oh, that might be harder, but oh yeah, I could do that. So it's a good program, guys. Amber Heard, wow, we're honored. Gracie is pissing me off. Bye. Okay, take it easy. Whoa, cálmate, way. Miss Jenner says, yes, Sisco's a great coach. He coached football too. Well, you know. Gracie, mom, thank you. He probably was Zidane in disguise. I don't know who that is. Miss Generous, or BR says, hey, Blizzard abroad. Miss Generous says, Blizzy. Blizzard abroad says, Miss Jen, big bro, Cisco. What's up, brother? Hopefully everything's going good with you and the family, man. Miss you, brother. Can't wait for you to come back. And yeah, man, hope all's well. Mamla Anilla, thank you for the heart. Splitter says, BIY, I love the chon, salute. Sis Luz in the building. She says, hello, Cisco. Hello, Sis Luz. How are you? Good morning. Sis Angel says, Blizz the broad, Blizz. Luz Minda says, good morning. Sis Luz, good morning to you. How are you? BIY says, the Black Eyed Peas can sing us a song, but the Chickpeas can only hum us one. Oh, my goodness, man. This guy. I love the Jones. Says Blizzard abroad, salute. Blizzard says Lady Logan. Georgia, she says Blizzard. Leo Lee in the building says, can you tell me why anything really matters if we're going to be dead and the end of life has no purpose? We fill a void, whatever, but what is life truly meant to be? Well, Leo Lee, let me tell you. Guys, listen. How many have here? Okay, there's only 15 in here. 15 of you in here. I need you to hear this because you're not going to hear this anywhere else. Are you listening? Don't go anywhere. I'm going to watch. If anybody leaves, okay, we got one more that came in, 16. Okay, look. You want to know what the meaning of life is? It's whatever you want it to be. It's whatever you want it to be. That's it. That's the meaning of life, whatever you want it to be. Because at the end of the day, there is no meaning. You're right. There's no meaning to any of it other than what you make. It could be whatever you make it. So go out there and just live your life. Enjoy. We all have limited time. We all know this. It doesn't stop you from going out and enjoying, right? You know, think of all the things that you enjoy in life. They always come to an end, but you continue to do them, right? Just go live your life. Have fun. Go live your life. Enjoy. Don't go out there hurt people. Go out there and help people. Your life will be more positive, more meaningful, more fulfilling. BIY says, Luz Minda and Leo, hello. Harry won't stop talking. Is street violence ever worth it? Yes, sometimes. Blizzard says, Georgia Sheets, hello. Blizzard says, where's T-Gang? He's here. He was here. Oh, there he is. Look, he jumped out of the bushes. I think Blizzard and T-Gang have some common behaviors. They both like to be in the bushes and they just jump out and get people. Sis Luz, thank you. Sis Angel says, Leo Lee, life can be challenging, but the purpose is love, hope, and each other. This is what truly matters. And guys, I can't put it much better than that. You know, obviously love, you know, we got to love each other, not just our family and friends, but all people, you know, even the people that are just the scum of the earth people. I know it's hard to say that, but you know, everybody isn't born scum of the earth. Everybody gets born and they become who they become for different reasons. And we can't accept them being scum of the earth. I'm not saying be like, oh, they're just scum of the earth. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, you know, there has to be a kernel. And I'm gonna be totally honest. There's people that I've said to myself, I will never, ever, you know, be cool with this person ever. And in my head, I mean that, but when I'm calm and I'm mellow and I'm rational again, I always think to myself, there's always going to be a kernel of hope, which was the second part of what Sis Angel said. Hope that that person can be someone different than what they are now, that is just disgusting and terrible, that there's something that can change their mind, turn their life around. I'll always have that hope for people. So love and hope are very, you know, important in that sense. I think it's very hard to love if you don't have hope, because it hurts when you lose love, you know? And so the only thing you can do is hope that the time that you have with that one that you love, or those ones that you love, you know, that it's enough and it's fulfilling for you. And the only way you're ever going to know that is if you spend time with others and you appreciate them and you were there for them. And again, not just your friends and your family, but even to perfect strangers. You know, if you can go out there and say a kind word to somebody, or a kind gesture, it doesn't have to be anything big. Sometimes that really changes somebody's day. Don't tell me that's not true, because it's happened to you, I'm sure. You've been out and about somewhere and somebody's either given you a compliment or said hello to you or had a little quick conversation, and it just changed your day, made you feel better. You never know whose life you're going to turn around, at least just for that one day. You never know until you know, go out there and start loving and being kind to people. It changes people, it really does. And that is my TED Talk for the day. T-Gang says, gifting more memberships. Oh, okay, look at this guy. He says, oh, there he is. Sis Lou says, I'm good, Sisco. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, sis. Oh, Mamily Anila, thank you. George, she says, as soon as Blizzard asked for T-Gang, he spawned in. I know, isn't that weird? It's almost like Beetlejuice. We only said his name once, though. That's what's crazy about it. Sis Lou says, funny Sisco. Sis, I try sometimes. T-Gang says, respect to Blizz. Uh-oh, I seen Blizzard, or no, Luzminda. Luzminda just became a member. I see that. I'm gonna scroll down there, hold on. Big Russ says, isn't the meaning of life 63 or 47? I thought it was 42. I could be wrong. Football Edit says, I'll bet that everyone in here can play my first team I played for. It might be crazy, but I played my first season, the first game of Grums. Anyways, everyone in my first team was in the net. Nice. Leo Lee says, not to be depressing, but I don't really have a meaning. Well, everybody does, Leo, even you. Says Lewis, thank you. Russ says, oh, that's right. The meaning of life is 42. That's right. You know what I'm talking about. If you guys don't know that reference, then you need to go look it up. Leo Lee, 144, you don't have no meaning. No, he does. He does, T-Gang. He's just joking. Blizzard Bra says, find your purpose. Make finding your purpose your purpose. It's that simple. It's that simple. Georgia She says, Leo Lee, everyone has a meaning. Salute, bro. Russ says, Blizzard. Georgia says, you just got to find it. Football Edit says, Blizzard, I forgot to say hi. Good night, Munchie says, happy White History Month, everyone. Yeah, that's every month. Sis Angel says, Sisco International, check email now if you can. I will. Like right now? I don't know if I can right now. Says Russ, or Brother Russ says, "What's up, Liz?" Says Luz, thank you. Says Emily Neal, thank you. Leo Lee says, "This sounds like I'm depressed, I'm happy and everything, but I don't have a reason. That's all I'm trying to say." Well, I think you're mistaken. But if you thought about it, I'm sure you would change your mind. You got on here, you got onto YouTube. That was your purpose for today. If you had no other purpose, you just woke up and you just been sitting there doing nothing until you got on here. That was your purpose for today. So everyone has purpose. I love it. Jones says, "Good night, Munchie. I'm surprised they allow us to have one." T-Gang says, "Hey, Blizz, high five." Big Russ says, "Hello, T-Gang." Then there it is. Sis Luz became a member of Cisco International. Thank you. At the level of Cisco supporter, thank you, sis. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. Guys, if you don't know, now you know. You can become a member of Cisco International. You don't have to by any means. It's not required, but we appreciate the people that do, because it just gives the channel a little bit of a financial boost. All of the money that we're receiving for this channel, we're going to be taking it with us to the Philippines, and we're going to be making sure that at least for the time that we're there, the day that we're there, we're getting those kids a good meal. We're going to make sure that we give something to the school that will outlast even the students that are in the school. It'll be there to support many students for future classes, future years, and hopefully we'll have enough to where we can get a gift for each of the kids. That's our goal. But however it pans out, all of that money is going to help kids to the Philippines. So, Sis Luz, thank you for being a part of that. We really appreciate it. It means a lot. It really does. Mustafa Jamali says, "Amazing home, amazing picture behind you, amazing painting, and hey, you are amazing too, bro. Thank you." See, that's the positivity, guys. Does that hurt anybody? Does it hurt anybody just to be positive? Just say some nice things. That's the kind of positivity we like, Mustafa Jamal. Thank you. Thank you for that. And Georgia She says, "Leo Lee, you will find your meaning. You just have to keep going." Yeah, it's right there in front of you. Ms. Jones says, "Luzminda, thank you. Heart hands." Sis Luz, thank you so much. Really appreciate that, sis. BIY says, "Hi, Mustafa Jamal, Miss Generous." Blizzard with the 10 gift memberships, ladies and gentlemen. He comes off the top rope once again with the people's elbow. Let's see who he's got. Oh, he's got the cat. Let's go. Puss in Boots. Let's go. It says receive gift membership. Okay, Sis Luz says, "Miss Generous, mega love shout out. Hilda Warira. All right, thank you. Indian vlog with Deb Johnny." I'm not sure who that is. Kuya Storm in the building. Double Roses Playisms. Wow, that's a good one. Double Trouble in Asia. Vanjie got to give membership. Let's go. Cosmic Pressure. Mighty Cat, thank you. Nice one. Joe 50, Cauliflower, and no T Gang. Bom, 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 bom. Wow. What is this? About 1,000 gift memberships that Blizzard is giving us, guys. And while we're on that subject, Blizzard, once again, thank you, brother. And every time, you're killing me, man. You're killing me, bro. Gosh, he's given so many gift memberships, guys. And there's two things to take away from this. Number one, his generosity is just off the charts, off the freaking charts, man. And we can't be more grateful. And again, all of this that he's doing, everything that we're going to be able to take with us over there to the Philippines, man, it's going to be an awesome experience, and we can't wait. So that's one thing. The second thing to take away from this is, why is T Gang just not getting one of them? That's the question we got to ask ourselves. What do you have against T Gang, Blizzard? What is it? Nazir Begjaparov says, "Ni hao, can you speak Chinese so everyone understands and is comfortable?" I can't speak Chinese in a way where everyone understands and is comfortable, because everyone doesn't speak Chinese. So therefore, no is the answer to that question. But thank you for asking. T-Gang says, "No." T-Gang, you got to just keep tuning in. You got to keep tuning in. Football says, "T-Gang and me." Oh, yeah, Football is not getting one either. Well, you know what, guys? Just keep sticking around. Just keep hanging around. T-Gang says, "That gift, God strike me down." Every time. I Love Jones says, "Yeah, every month." Blizzard says, "Football edits." Oh, man. T-Gang says, "Why?" Morgan's Journal says, "Yo, bro, you got any movie recommendations?" Lord of the Rings. I've said that already. Go watch Lord of the Rings. When you get done watching Lord of the Rings in about 36 hours, come back. Talk to me, and I'll tell you another one. Georgia Sheet says, no, not T-Gang again. I swear it's rigged. It's not giving my membership when he wants it. That's okay. It'll be all right. He'll be good. Says Angel says, yes, now if possible. I can't. Well, if I do, it's going to take me away from the live stream. Hopefully it's not something that is, maybe it has to do with the live stream. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can't get on there now because it would take me away from the live stream, sis. Ms. Jones says, T-Gang, are you filtering, rejecting gifts? It could be. I think he said he's not, though. Ma'am Lanilla, thank you. Sis Lou says, you're welcome, Cisco. Thank you again, sis. Appreciate you. T-Gang says, no. Yeah, see, I'm pretty sure he's good. Footballer says, Ms. Jones, say to Cisco that I'm going to accept gifts. She doesn't have to say it to me. You have to say it. You have to say it to Lolo. You have to say it to YouTube. That's what you got to do. Yeah, make sure you have that thing checked, guys, or the little, I don't know if it's a check box or it's a slider or whatever it is that says you will accept gifts. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to get any of these gift memberships. I love the Chon says, good job, Cisco. Wait, what'd I do? What'd I do? T-Gang says, I have the button to accept gifts here. Yeah, so you're good. You'll get it eventually. Ms. Jenner says, BIY. Footballer said hi. Says Lou says, I think you're a nice guy like Juan John Carlos. Oh, sis, thank you. But sis, I don't compare. Juan John Carlos, see, there's me. I'm like right here. Right? I'm right here. Juan John Carlos is like, you can't even see him. He's up here. See the difference? I'm here. He's up here. And from here to here is just his hair. From here to here is just his hair. This right here, that's all him. This is his character, you know? But I appreciate you putting this in the same sentence because Juan John Carlos, he's a legend. He's a legend, sis. Everybody knows this. You know, I'm the only one that's going to admit it. He's a legend. Hopefully he shows up here today because I would love to tell him he's a legend. Georgia C says, yes, you should be able to get one, but it's random, so you just have to pray. There you go. That's all you can do, really. There's nothing else you can do. User XD8M, I don't know, Star Wars name says, yo, I show gifts. Yeah. Mustafa Jamali says, at the end of the day, positivity is the key which keeps our souls and hearts alive. Well, I'll tell you what, positivity, if used correctly, okay, somebody was talking about they don't have a purpose or they don't have meaning. Positivity can be your purpose. You know, just waking up every day and starting with the thought of, oh, I'm here. I woke up another day. You know, I have one more day. You know, every day is really a gift, guys. And as you get older, you realize more and more how much these gifts are worth. Because as you get closer to that time where your gifts are going to be ending, you know, you realize I've only got so many gifts left. And not to get morbid or make anybody feel sad or scared, because there's nothing to be sad or scared about. Because again, you're here right now, you woke up, and you can make the most of this day if you want to. It's just up to you, you know? And so I think positivity is what helps us keep moving forward. Like Sis Angel said, hope. You know, hope and positivity are pretty much one and the same. You know, you can't have hope without being positive. Okay, you cannot have hope without being a positive person, because to hope for something means that you are thinking positively. You're not thinking negatively. You're thinking positively. So I think hope is a big part of what gives our life meaning, what gives us purpose. You know, that hope that we're going to be here tomorrow and our friends and family will be here tomorrow. That's what keeps us going. That's what makes life worth living, because you have that hope. You have that positive, you know, intent in your life to where, you know, you want to see good things for yourself. You want to see good things for your friends and family. So I think that is a key for sure. Footballer says, T-Gang, try and reset the button. Maybe that might work. Or burn some sage or something. Footballer says, I did now. Okay, so maybe the next one. I think Blizzard. I mean, I know he's a baller. Don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not hating. I'm not pocket watching. But I'm just saying, you know, Blizzard's he's been throwing funds, guys. He's been throwing funds. He's been helping our channel out a lot. And I know for a fact it's all going to come back to him. That's not what I'm concerned with. I'm just concerned that, you know, his finger hitting that button, it's just going to get bruised, broken. I don't know. T-Gang, all I'm saying is you're causing Blizzard's finger to get broken and swollen, T-Gang, trying to hook you up. Sis Luz, thank you. Little Joe says, the price is right. Price is right. Blizzard says, I'm really trying here, bro. TK. Yeah, man. There's nothing more you could do. There's nothing more you could do. Football is, I think everyone should subscribe to Blizz. Yeah, for sure. For sure, guys. And while we're talking about that, we got 14 million in the building. We got 30 big likes. Thank you, guys. So much. Appreciate that. Guys, again, as I was saying earlier in the live stream, I don't have a bunch of moderators in here. I have a bunch of people that I trust to be with a blue jacket in my live stream because I think they're good people. I think they have a positive outlook. I think that they're the kind of people that I want in my community. And so I give them a blue jacket so they can connect with everyone else in this community that's here with a blue jacket on. So if you can, guys, if you didn't know this, you can, if you have a blue jacket, you can click on any one of the names in here, whether they got a blue jacket on or not. You can click on any one of the names in here and you can go to their channel. You can view their channel. So feel free and please do. While this live stream's going, I don't care. Go away from the live stream for a minute. Go check out a channel. Come back. That's cool. I have no problem with that. That's part of why I run this live stream is so that you guys can connect with each other. So go and check out each other's channel. Make a comment. All I ask is you just say, hey, I saw you from Sisco's live stream. And then drop a subscribe on them. That's how all of us become bigger channels. It's that simple. So guys, please do that. So T-Gang, thank you. Appreciate that. Our football edits. Thank you. T-Gang says, so Blizz, I don't want to be a beggar, but quit. T-Gang, quit. Sister Luz, thank you. Memla and Nila, thank you so much. I love the Jones. Football edits, agree. Miss Generous, Blizzy, mahalo. Fatuma Berra says, Fatuma Berra, hello, good morning. She says, good morning, everyone. How are you, sis? Football edit says, yeah. Memla and Nila with the gold medals. Sis Luz says, you're always smiling. Sis, go, I try, sis. You know what? When we do these live streams, you know, it's hard to not be happy because, again, number one, first and foremost, I'm grateful. I'm so just happy that people come in here and they're just willing to hear me just blah, 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 and just say the weird stuff that I say. So that makes me happy. And then second, just seeing the people that are in my community, my YouTube community, you know, I get happy just seeing them, you know, even though we all have our quote unquote real life going on out here, right? You know, YouTube is also a part of our lives. You know, everyone who's in there, YouTube's a part of your life. And the communities that you're a part of, the relationships that you have with people on YouTube, yeah, there's a lot of scammers and fake people and all that stuff. We all know that. But there are, I'd say a majority of the people that are on YouTube are just regular people, good people who just want to go and be entertained or learn some stuff or see some things that they're not able to see in their own day-to-day life. And, you know, just coming here and being with this community, I mean, of course I'm happy. You know, I wouldn't be here if talking to you guys wasn't something that I really wanted to do. Because the first thing I said about when we got monetized was I don't want this to be a job. I don't want this to feel like a job. When this feels like a job, I'm just not going to be doing it anymore. And it doesn't feel like a job. I enjoy this, you know, truly. So thank you for being here. Thank all you guys for being here. That's why I'm happy. And hopefully you being here in this live stream hopefully makes you happy too, because that's all we're trying to do. Just spread some positivity, spread some happiness. Sis Fatima Rivera says, like done. Thank you, sis. Football Edit says, Lechon, I'm with you too. Absolutely. Supporting, guys, supporting each other. That's all. That's what it's all about. BIY is throwing up some, looks like Chinese letters, but I don't know what they say. T-Gang says, hi, George. She says, I swear if I was able to give gifts, I'd do anything to make my baby get gifted. He is my baby, so I can't have my baby missing. Oh, you're making me sick. Filipino Lane said, Juana, hello, says Lane, how are you? Oh my goodness, these two. Madeline Nilla, thank you. Says Lane, how are you? She says, like, thank you. 31 likes, guys. 15 million in the building. George, she says, be right back. Says Lane, says, game over. Says Lilibeth, says, like, oops, says, like, blessed day host. Thank you, sis. Good morning. How are you, says Lilibeth? And guys, real quick, I said it a little earlier, I think, but for everybody who's just been coming in now, it's been a long week for me. I took my son to Las Vegas. We were there for 5 days. It was a long week. I'm still recovering, you know, staying up really late and doing all kinds of stuff. It was a lot. You know, as an older gentleman, it was a lot. It was so much fun, but yeah, I was wore out. And so I wasn't able to get on and support like I normally do. Even this morning, I was still pretty tired. So I apologize to everyone who, you know, is used to seeing me in their live streams or, checking out their videos and stuff. I haven't really been on that in the last 5 or 6 days, so I apologize for that. But please understand, as I'm sure you do, you know, my family, my son, that takes priority. But I'm back. I'm back now. So we'll be running our normally scheduled program soon, and it's 4:15. So I'll be at maybe another 15 minutes, guys, and I'll be getting out of here. But thank you, Sis Lilibeth, Sis Lane. Thank you, guys. Sis Lilibeth sent a star. Oh, I didn't see the star. Thank you, sis. I love the channel says your school support. Yeah. That's our goal. If you're asking, that's what we're trying to do. If you haven't heard it already, we've been saying it over and over because I want people to understand that this is what we're doing. Between now and December, in December, we will be going to the Philippines. I've got our flights already booked. I've got 2 of the places that we're staying already booked. We have a couple more flights that we have to work out within the Philippines. We're going to a few different places within the Philippines, but we're pretty much, we'll be done by tomorrow. I'm pretty sure by tomorrow, booking everything. So we'll be flying out there in December. We're actually leaving November 30th, and we'll be landing there, and then we'll be staying till the end of December. But our goal is to take all of the revenue that we get from our YouTube channel, all of the revenue that we get from the Buy Me a Coffee. If you look at our home screen, Cisco International home screen, on the I don't know if it's, what does it say, info or something like this, wherever you see our home channel where it says more or whatever, just click on it. The description of our channel, there's a link for Buy Me a Coffee. All of the money from the Buy Me a Coffee, all of the money from YouTube, the super chats, the gift memberships, everything that we get, every single penny that we get, we are taking with us to the Philippines. And our goal is to provide support for as many school children as we can while we're there. So that's what we're trying to do. So that is what our school support is about. So guys, it's going to be it's going to be amazing. Trust me, it's going to be just really, really awesome. Sis Lou says, I'm staying here, Cisco. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. And guys, you could be doing anything right now. For those of you in Philippines, Japan, this is morning for you. You could be doing anything else. You could be sleeping. You could be drinking coffee, sitting on your porch, but you're right here chilling with us. I can't tell you how much that means. Thank you, guys. Says Lilibeth with the custom emojis. Thank you. Says Fatima Bear, how are you? Good to see you. Mamily Anila, thank you. She's like, out of here. Somebody just sent something. I'm sorry, I didn't catch what it was. BIY says, Gracie Mom, hello. Says Fatima Bear says, Gracie Mom, how are you, dear? Footballer says, me after a day of watching Cisco versus a month. Well, I'll tell you what, hopefully it won't be a month. Hopefully it won't be a month. Or a day of watching me versus after a month? Oh, okay, well, hopefully it doesn't take a month of you watch this for you to feel good. I'm hoping it's a day or two, geez. STG, he's one tap, says, sup. What's up to you? Mustafa Jamali says, absolutely true, man. God bless you and your family. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, again, hope and positivity, guys. If you've got hope and you've got positivity in your life, you're probably a pretty happy person. When your hope is taken away and when your positivity is gone, your life gets pretty tough. So it's very important for us to maintain those things. Did I ever say water is delicious? Because I think it is. T-Gang says, is Blizz lurking? Yeah, you scared him away. You're trying to break him, T-Gang. Football, it says, day one of trying to make Cisco do a soccer challenge in the video. Yeah, you won't see me doing those soccer challenges. That's what I'm not going to do. Sis Lou says, how long have you been friends with Juan Giancarlo Cisco? Probably for a few months. I've known him for probably a few months. So pretty new. We're pretty new friends on Facebook, on YouTube. But, there's just some people you get a vibe with. You get a vibe. And Juan Giancarlo, like I said, is one of those people that, very charismatic young man, great heart, positive guy, hardworking guy, terrible basketball player. But other than that, we still love the guy. He's an awesome guy. He's a great guy, sis. And you know that. Nora May says, Psalm 119, I'm not going to read Bible quotes on here, sorry, or any other religious quotes because that's just not what we're doing here on this channel. BIY says, hail Nora May. Big Russ says, for the person who feels he has no purpose, this is true. When I feel down, I look for someone going through a tough time. And if I try to help them, it always makes me feel better. Try it. Come on, guys. That is facts. You know, again, it's not always easy, okay, to stay positive, to stay hopeful. But one of the easiest ways is to just go outside, go for a walk. And I guarantee you, in enough time, you'll find someone who's probably having a harder day than you, who's in a worse place in life than you, and who just probably just needs a positive word at the very least, or a hand up to, maybe change their day. And if you can be that person, you know what? Sometimes that just brings the positivity out in you. It helps you be more grateful, more humble. And I think Russ would agree with me. I think when you help other people, it makes you more humble. It makes you have more humility because you realize, just from your own experience in life, I know for me personally, my own experience in life, I know how low I've been in my life, emotionally, physically low. I know how low I've been. And I know how much it took for me to come up to where I'm at now. And I didn't do it by myself. I had a lot of help along the way. People that actually put their own personal comfort, at risk, put their own personal safety at risk to lift me up, help me get back on my feet. So when you go out there and you find someone else who just needs a little bit of help and you provide that help, it's going to make your day, your life that much more positive because you've helped someone else. You've been important in someone else's life. And that's one of the best things that we can be, important to other people. When you have people that love you, that care about you, when you're important to them, that is one of the best feelings in the world. And you can get that from perfect strangers just by offering a word of encouragement, offering a word of compliment, being courteous, being polite, being kind, and if we all started doing that, it would become like, that would be our culture. And that's how we need to change the culture, at least here in America. That's what I think. So Russ, I agree 100%. Says Fatima Bear, thank you. Mamela Nilla, thank you. Says Luz, thank you for the hearts. T-Gang says, I'm sorry. It's all good, T-Gang. Ilo Jones says, yeah, one day at a time. And I've been around for approximately 23,000 days. Guys, do the math. Do the math. That's how old that brother is. 23,000 days, my goodness. Oh, man. Look at Mamela Neal is giving out the red card. See, she's trying to help us. She's trying to pass us some funds, guys. Miss Generous with the custom emojis. Thank you. You're so amazing, Miss Generous. I love the Chone says, sure, anyone can check out my whopping 3 videos, but it's not the number, bro. It's the quality. They're quality videos. I enjoyed them. Blizzard in the bushes. Look at you, man. I'm telling you, this guy, Mr. Bush is right here. Blizzard bushes abroad is what we should be. Silent Dam's in the building. I just saw she sent a seal that looks like. I see you, sis. Yeah, Bush is abroad. That's what we're gonna start calling you, man. Sis Lou says, you're so fast in English, Sisco. It's my native language, sis. I've been around speaking English my whole life. So Spanish was spoken, when I was young in the household I was raised in. But English it's really my first language, and it's really all I know fluently. So yeah, what else can I do, sis? But I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get Tagalog. I'm gonna get Bisaya. I don't know. I'm gonna try for a third. Ilocano would be good, but it's very difficult. I don't know if I can get that one. But Tagalog, Bisaya, I think I can learn. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Mamela Nila, thank you. Sis Fatima Bear, thank you. BIY says Louis Sisco has a good flow. I try, bro. I try. Sis Wishy says Cisco, hola. See, Sis Wishy. Sis Wish, do you speak Spanish at all? Because you do use a lot of Spanish words. I'm just wondering, do you speak Spanish, Sis Wishy? And good morning to you. How are you? Silent Damsel's in the building. She says, hello, Cisco. Good to see you. How are you, sis? How's everything going out there? Hopefully not burning up still. It's been hot here. It's been we got 10 days here. 10 days over 100 degrees here. Every single day for the past few days, and then every day from now until 10 days from now, over 100 degrees. As high as 106, sis. So it's been crazy hot here. But how are you doing out there? And it was your mom's birthday, I think you said too, right? How'd your mom's birthday go? Are you guys still doing that? Football says, hola, you'd wish best. Chris Sam says, nice orchids. Thank you. Are those are orchids, right? Orchids behind? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's my wife's picture up there. BLY says, hi, Chris. Says Luz, thank you for the hearts again. Wishy says, hello, football. Football. Sis, wish you the best. Oh man. This Jared says, if he's your vibe, subscribe. Yes, we have 14 million in the building, guys. We got 32 big likes. It'd be awesome if we get to 40. If you're here and you haven't already double tapped the screen, or if you haven't pushed that like button, please do so now. Help us out. You know, we're a small channel. We're just trying to grow. And just double tapping that screen, give us a like is more help than you can imagine. And while you're at it, if you don't mind, just check out our channel. Go to our homepage, check out our videos, check out our shorts. You could look at past lives. I got some posts on there you could check out. And like my beautiful wife says, if we're your vibe, please subscribe. We're just a small channel. We do travel stuff. We do adventuring stuff. We do random stuff. I do these corny live streams. But it's all good because, you know, we got an amazing community that loves us and we love them. And it's just the vibe. So just subscribe. You already know. RoboCop says, a guy went into the priest and said, Father, I keep hearing a voice telling me what to do. Am I possessed? He says, no, son, you're married. Damn, he's coming for the title, BIY. He's coming for the title. He'll RoboCop coming off the top rope. What is really going on here? Sis Angel says, you'd wish, wishy. BIY says, LOL, RoboCop. Oh my goodness. See, guys, just positivity. Come in here with a good little joke. You know, come in here with a good little joke. You know what? That's hard to do. It's hard to come in here with a good little joke, right? You know what's easy to do is to be like, who's this guy? What are you doing? What are you looking at? Why are you? That's easy. That's just, you know, come on. A 3-year-old could do that. But to come in here with a good little jokey joke, that takes some effort. So thank you for that. I Love the Chone says, Vegas can wear anyone out. Bro, it did, man. I'm definitely not young anymore. And we didn't do like a whole bunch of crazy stuff or anything like that, but it was just, you know, being out and about all day, every day, 5 days in a row, and then being up late and then just eating whatever, which again, it was all amazing, but it just takes a toll. It just takes a toll. But I love it. We love Vegas. Sis Wishy says, Sis Rose, I just woke up too much tired last night. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Memley O'Neilla, thank you. Sis Fatima Beer, thank you so much. Football Edit says, there's a girl asked me to be her boyfriend and she asks every hour, what should I do? Say no. That's red flags right there. Say no. Sign down says, please like, sub, and share. Thank you, sis. And yeah, guys, again, 13 million in the building, 32 likes. If you haven't already, just double tap that screen, hit that like button. This way she says, so proud of you, Sisco and Jen. Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you. You know what? Again, everything that we do on this channel, we couldn't do without a lot of help, you know, so much support and just a lot of love, the positivity, you know, coming from you guys. Appreciate it. You know, it's just, again, it's very humbling to see that there's just people who just give a damn, you know, just give a damn to, you know, support you and just to come in and consistently just be here and just, you know, hang out with us. And so that means a lot. Thank you, sis. Appreciate that. Miss Generous sent the thumbs up. Thank you, sis. Or wifey. Well, she's my sis too, but she's my wifey first. Don't get it twisted. She's not my sister wife. Wishy said, Sis Angel says, Wishy, it's early for you right now. Relax a little longer if you don't have to do anything right away. Sometimes a little bit of extra rest gives us the boost we need for the rest of the day. And I think that's been my problem is I'm catching up on sleep. I did sleep pretty good last night. I think I went to bed, I went to bed probably like around 10-ish, something-ish, 10-something. And I think I didn't get up until it was about 6 o'clock. So yeah, I got a pretty close to 8 hours sleep, but I think I still need to catch up a little bit. BIY says, hi, Wishy. Manila, thank you. Sis Fatima Rivera, thank you. Blizzard says, Wishy. Sis Wish says, I agree, Sis Rose. Yeah, just get a little bit extra rest. But we got about another minute, guys. I'm gonna get off here. Let me see. Miss Jones says, Wishy. T-Gang says, so, no. The answer is no, T-Gang. Wishy says, BIY Blizz, hello. Scenario says, Wishy. T-Gang saying hi. Georgia She says, I'm back. What I miss? A lot. A whole lot. Says Wishy says, hello, gorgeous Miss Generous. Signing down says, Sisco, I made a few shorts just for you and Generous. No way. Yes. Okay, guys. I know what she just said, just for me and Miss Generous, but I'm assuming it's okay for everyone else to go check it out. Please rush over to Silent Damsel's channel If you got a blue jacket on, just click on her name where it says view channel, click on that, and then just see those shorts. I think it would be awesome.
Warning.
What does?
Her shorts. It gives us a warning, but it's nothing crazy to watch.
I'm gonna watch it. So
Is
whatever.
there a warning like it's sensitive topic?
Oh,
It's
maybe
not.
if you make it like not for kids or something like that, maybe I don't know. We'll figure it out. But guys, just check it out. Check out Sign Damsel Shorts. Thank you, Sign Damsel. I appreciate that. As soon as we get off here, I'm heading over there, which will be like in about 1.2 seconds. Sis Luz, thank you. Sis Fatima Mabira, thank you. Sign Damsel, thank you so much. And Football says, I'll go for a walk. I joke. You should go for a walk. Miss Jones says, Damsel, thank you. And let's see. Sign Damsel says, generous. Football says 4 subs from 800. Close. Guys, there's another mission if you don't mind. Go to Football Edits. If you haven't already subscribed, just drop a subscribe. Help them get to 800. That's a good milestone. 800 is a great milestone. I think you can get that today, Football Edits. Sis Angel says 100. George, she says, I have one main person who loves me the most, T-Gang. Well, isn't that special? T-Gang says, yeah. Sign Damsel sent clapping seal. Thank you, sis. Big Russ says, 23,000 days. Oh, to be young again. Yeah, right? You youngster, BIY, you youngster. I Love Jones says, I like bushes abroad. Yeah, for real. I'm telling you, bushes abroad. BIY says, hi, signing down. Says, little bit, thank you for the custom emojis. Blizzard says, can we get a custom emoji of Cisco? Hell no. Blizzard, just slap yourself. Ooh, man, I feel like timing you out right now, Blizzard. I would time you out, man. That is just blasphemy right there. It'll never, ever, 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 ever happen.
You wouldn't.
I sure wouldn't. Georgia, she says, no, it's the only one person truly loves me. No. I'm sure there's plenty more people that love you, Georgia Sheets. Says a little bit, says hello. Thank you, sis. I Love Jones says, I need to go back to practicing Tagalog. I've forgotten a lot of words now. Me too, bro. I was doing okay for a while. I was literally practicing at least a half hour of learning every single day, and I just fell off. Really, honestly, when I stopped working, it was harder because I was listening on Audible on the way to work for 40 minutes. So that was really nice, but I got to get back on it again. BIY says, me temo que no hablo ni una sola palabra de español. Why are we speaking Spanish all of a sudden? What the hell? Silent Downs says, remember, I'm in London now. Traveled all day. They reached super high temps. It's hotter in London. Yeah, I bet it's hotter there. Well, shout out to you, sis. Shout out to your mom and wish her a happy birthday from us. And hopefully you guys don't stay out there in the heat too long because, it's gross. And be safe. Be safe in London as well, please. T-Gang says 87 degrees for me. That's not too bad, but I think it gets warmer there for you, if I'm not mistaken. Blizzard says, Gracie Mom, thank you so much. Blizzard says, I do at least a half hour to an hour of Japanese practice a day. That's excellent, man. Yeah, and see, guys, so Blizzard's really, really serious. He's working, man. He's working. He wants to, right now his goal is to move to Japan. And part of being able to move to Japan is he has to have a job there and, basically show that he's, bringing something to Japan just besides himself. And so he's working on getting his degree knocked out. He's learning Japanese, which is not easy. I've never tried to learn Japanese, but just from people I've talked to, it's very difficult. So good luck to you, Blizzard, man, because you're doing it, brother. You're making your dreams come true, bro. Guys, you got to respect that. Somebody who says what they want to do and actually go about doing it. They do the work to get it done. That's what he's doing right now. And while he's doing that, he's just dropping gift memberships on everybody. Come on, man. Look at Blizzard. Look at him, man. Seriously, look at him. T-Gang says W. This is Fatima Bear. Thank you. T-Gang says on what though? T-Gang says Duolingo. I'm using, mine is, it's called Pimsleur. 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 That's the one I use. Wakansado says, good morning. Good morning, sis. How are you? Ms. Jones says 101 today. T-Gang says, or something else. Wakansado, thank you. Good morning, sis. I'm Lanilla. Thank you so much for sticking around. I love the Jones says, Blizzard abroad. Wakansado, thank you. Sandown says, hey, BIY, good to see you too. BIY says, the remaining jokes I have today are more of adult nature. We'll just save them because I'm getting ready to get off here. Ms. Jones says, Blizzy, that's awesome. Konnichiwa. T-Gang said hi. Jordan Sheet says, okay, Sisco, if you want to know a little more about me, I'm depressed. I can't get a lot of love. I have a boyfriend that's rebel because everyone hates me, and you know I had a. You're killing me, sis. You're killing me. You're killing me here. Just relax. You're safe. You're amongst friends, and we love you. Says Luz, thank you. Football Edits, I gotta go. Bye, chat. All right, Football Edits, see you later, guys. I'm trying to catch up on these words here. Football Edits saying bye. Football Edits, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your vacation. Blizzard saying bye. Football Edits. T Gang said hi. I love it. Says okay, Cisco. I just have another 6 hours of hard work to do my shit, bro. Take it easy. Be safe out there, and hopefully see you soon in someone else's live stream, brother. Says Fatima Bear, thank you. Blizzard says Miss Jan, heart hands. Mamlin, thank you. Says Lewis, thank you. T Gang, so Blizz. Man, this guy. Vegan Christian says, like and subscribe. Thank you, Vegan. Appreciate you. Signing down says, I made it 18 plus generous. I don't want random children commenting. Is that bad of me? Yeah, see, that's why I thought it was. And no, it's definitely not bad of you. The only thing is if you're trying to get like your video out to as many people as possible, don't put that on there because it won't go out to anyone. But I don't think that that's your goal. So you're fine. You're totally fine. You're good. T Gang says, you mind dropping another 5? Man, you're killing me, dude. Sis Angel says, George Sheets, you may feel like you are, but you are not alone. There's always hope, and you have this family here to be with you. Just hang in there. Haters will hate, but there's love here. You got that right. You can always come here. You know, we're going to be here as much as we can. So, yeah, you can always come here for this little hour and a half. Speaking of which, I got to get off here. I'm trying to catch up, guys. Jordan Sheet says, bro, babe, chill. Fatima Bear, thank you. Blizzard says, was patiently waiting for the reaction to that. Wow. What the heck? Hi, Fatima Bear. I love the tone retracted messages. Let's see. Georgia, she says, Lady Logan, thanks, but tend to lock myself in my room so I keep people out. I don't like talking to people, so yeah, I don't have friends. Well, you like talking to us. You're here, so we're your friends, I hope. Football says, I got to come back and Blizzard will do a membership giveaway. Yeah, he's always doing membership giveaway. This has become the Blizzard membership giveaway channel. Guys, I think we're going to change the name. No more Cisco International. It is the Bushes Abroad gift membership giveaway. That's what we're going to call this from now on. My brother, man, this guy. Jordan, she says, if I have friends, it's mainly on my phone, not in person. And there's nothing wrong with that. It is great to have friends in person because then if you need help immediately, you can get some help. And it's good to hang out with people from time to time. But you go where you feel comfortable. That's what you do. You go where you feel wanted and you feel comfortable. That's the bottom line. George Sheets, this world has its challenges, no doubt. But those challenges don't define us. We define us by not giving up, keeping hope in our hearts, and fighting to prevail. That's it. Absolutely right, sis. Football Editor says, I'll come back in some minutes. Thank you. Says Lewis says, what time, Cisco, you go on live every day? So, sis, I go on live. It will be 5:30 a.m. Philippines time. 5:30 a.m. Philippines time. It's 2:30 in the afternoon in California time, but it's 5:30 in the morning Philippines time. And I try to stay on for an hour and a half, but I'm into 2 hours now, and I'm trying to jump off here because I'm not trying to get into other people's live streams if I can help it. I love the Jones says 62 degrees at Heathrow Airport in London right now. That's not bad. That's not too bad. T-Gang says, learning Japanese is not easy because of how complex it is and how fast the language in general is. So, no, it's not easy. T-Gang, do you speak Japanese at all? How fluent are you in Japanese? Mamla Nilla, thank you. Georgia Sheet says, Lady Logan, I'm not giving up. I just hate myself. I say I'm fine when I'm not, but it's fine. I don't know what you want us to do with that, Georgia Sheets, but I think you're going to be all right. Says, you're talking now and you don't have to share private details, but visiting this forum is a good step to connecting and not being so isolated. Keep coming back. Absolutely. You know, absolutely. And I think that's true for all of us. That's true for all of us. All of us who are in, we got 15 million people in the building. We got 37 likes. So, you know, I wouldn't come back here if it wasn't somewhere that I didn't want to be. You know, I enjoy coming back here. Again, like I said, I love the community that we have here and, you know, just the support that we get. It's a great feeling. And for all of you that are in the chat, I hope that, you know, coming here and, you know, just chopping it up with me, chatting with me, hopefully just gives you that little bit of entertainment for your day, gives you that little bit of dose of positivity. And, you know, it's somebody that you can kind of just hang out with and, you know, maybe get a couple laughs and, you know, just laugh at me. You know, if I'm funny, just, you know, laugh at me if you want. It's cool because it's about the interaction. You know, that's what makes YouTube actually entertaining is that there's an interaction that can be had between not just you watching a video, But you talking to other people, that's what these live streams, that's what makes them so amazing, because you're literally just talking with other people. You don't have to be there in person. You don't have to, you don't have to have a face on the screen. My face is on the screen, but all of you don't have to have your faces on the screen to get something from this. And I think everybody in here right now, for the most part, we haven't had a troll in a minute, but everybody here right now, they're a positive person. Even those of you who don't feel you're a positive person, you're here. So that makes you a positive person. So thank you for being here, and like she said, keep coming back. Connor Siller says, yo, remember me, brother? Connor Siller's BJJ. I vaguely remember the name. I don't know if it was that name or maybe something similar, but yeah, I'll say yeah. T-Gang says, can we get to 40 likes? Pin me. Sure, T-Gang. Let's put you on the pin, bro. Yeah, we just need 3 more, guys, but I got to get out of here. Look at this guy. George She says, thanks, Lady Logan. And George She, Lady Logan is one of those people that you will never, ever, ever get her off her positive game. She is one of the most positive people that I know in real life or on YouTube. One of the most positive people, so you can listen to her. Blizzard with the 5. Blizzard Abroad gift giveaway channel strikes again. Let's see what we got. T-Gang says, yeah! Jane Verona Vlog got one. Steve Montalban got, oh yeah, good old Steve Montalban. Where's that guy been? Weldon Carey got one. Jonathan got one. Evolving Lady, nice, got one. All right, guys. So no T-Gang. No football edits. I'm sorry, guys. No, why? Blizzy. From Miss Generous, Ma'am Leonilla, thank you. Blizzard says next time. There ain't gonna be no next time, Blizzard. The Blizzard Abroad giveaway is over. We're shutting it down. It's too much. T-Gang says, these member gods strike me down. They don't like you. Says, they don't like you, T-Gang. I don't know what's going on. We love you, but they don't like you. Says Joy, good morning. How are you? Says Fatima Mabira, thank you. Georgia, she says, bro, if it doesn't choose my baby next time, I'm going to crash out of the system. Says Joy, good morning. T-Gang says, thanks for trying. Miss Jenner says, T-Gang. T-Gang says, Sisco, stop rigging the... I'm not rigging anything. Says Lou says, Joyce Soleil, make a love shout out. T-Gang says, sister. Ate Frexy, good morning. She's got the check. We got 37 likes, guys. Thank you so much. Blizzard says, it's for a good cause anyway. It is, bro, but... You're carrying a burden already, brother. You're carrying a burden already. You got your own trek you're doing, brother. I appreciate you, but man, I don't want to put no burden on you, brother. Ate Frex says, Tom Sakos, good afternoon. Ate Frex, how are you? Good morning, sis. Sign Down says, I'm off to bed, tired and sore after that long travel. Good night, Cisco and Generous. Sign Down will have a great night. Enjoy your stay. Enjoy your time with your mom. Again, please wish her a happy birthday. And just stay safe. Stay safe out there, sis. Good night. Sleep good. Georgia, she says, yeah, I guess I do make friends here, but not in person. Well, that's a start. It's definitely a start. Ate Frex says, hello, Sir Cisco and Ma'am Jen. Hello, sis. And Kuya Roger. Ma'am Leonilla with the TV. I love the says, Blizzard, the membership king. He is for real, man. Good Lord. He's got the title and nobody's taking it. Says Lewis, thank you. Miss Jones says, Bush is a broad membership giveaway for real, man. Sis Frexy from Miss Generous. Good night, damsel from Miss Generous. Blizzard says, hey now, keep it PG. Calm down, bro. Calm down. Oh my goodness. T-Gang says, LOL. Mamela Nina with the TV. Bush is abroad. Wow. Pause. That's another channel. That's a whole other channel, bro. You better open up another channel. I love the channel. Says Blizzard abroad. He's laughing. T-Gang. No. Miss Generous, don't worry. Don't worry what he's talking about. T-Gang says, hey, Bush is a broad membership giveaway. Sounds good. Yeah, it sounds great. Just don't Google it. Sis Angel says, Georgia Sheets, this is the problem. We need to show others that we're fine to make them comfortable. But when we need to reach out to each other and be honest when we're down, give your peeps a chance. Exactly. Exactly. Let somebody know that you trust. You don't have to tell everybody in the world, hey, but somebody that you trust, somebody that you can go to and get support from, you should talk to people about it. Definitely. Sienna Pinoy sent a party hat. Thank you, Sienna. Appreciate that. I don't know if you've been here before, but where are you from, Sienna? T-Gang says, Cisco, I can spec it because I have to. It's a language that most of the people around me speak. Oh, that's good. So pretty fluently, or how are you at it? I love it, Jones. It's a gift to be able to talk to people around the world. It absolutely is, man. I think about it every day. Honestly, every day I think about that. I love it, Jones. Being able to talk to people all over the world. And if you can do it in their own language, in their native language, that's why I want to learn so bad. I want to just be able to get fluent in one of the languages because I know if I can do that, it's going to be so much easier to learn the rest. Georgia she says, Lady Logan, you're making me feel better. That's awesome. Good, Georgia Sheets. Says Joy, thank you so much. Ma'am Lanilla, thank you. Says Luz, thank you. Says done, Miss Generous, and subscribe. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Blizzard says, Lady Logan is the queen of positive mindset. I co-sign that 100%. 100%. Thank you, sis. And guys, again, I feed off the positivity of other people. Blizzard's one of those people. Lady Logan's one of those people that just, they just pull the positivity out of you. They pull it out of you. And when you're around people like that, when you get around people that are positive, they're actually trying to do things positive in life, not tearing people down, actually doing things, physically doing things to lift people up, not just themselves, but to lift other people up. That is just so contagious. That's so contagious. And this little channel that we have, we're just a little channel. We're only doing a little bit right now, but we're building, guys. We're building a community and we're becoming a part of other communities, wider communities than we're in right now. And we're actually going to take real world action to be positive and to change people's lives. That's our goal in December when we go to Philippines. We want to literally, change the course of those kids' lives in the Philippines. That's our goal. A meal on that one given day is not going to change the course of their lives probably, but it's gonna definitely change the course of that day for them. A gift, a little gift that, if we're able to provide a gift to each of the kids, that's not going to probably change their life either, but it will change the course of the rest of their day. Hopefully what we're able to give to the school, something that will be able to, change a lot of lives over the course of years, whether it's equipment or furniture or whatever they need, we're going to try to make sure they get it so that, we are putting that positive change out in the world. And so Blizzard and Sis Angel, they're two people that, they make me want to work harder because I see what they do. So thank you guys. Sis Joy, thank you. And I can't never get to the end of these comments. What is going on? I feel like I'm Juan John Carlos. Swiping up. Hold on, I'm gonna do it right now. Whoa, I'm way behind. Woo! Woo! Okay, look, I'm just gonna speed read. Okay, so where are we at? Lady Logan's the queen of blah. Okay, here we go. George C says, yes, Blizzard. Rose Colored says, I'm glad. Just keep coming back. Keep reaching out. Don't give up hope. We'll see you in the YouTube world. This is an amazing community. Yes, it is. My brother Corey says, Sisco, how's it going? It's going good, brother. I'm way behind. Sorry, I'm catching up. Ma'am Leonilla, thank you. Sis Angel says, Blizzard. George C says, I'm a fan here. I'm going to be here every day with Lady Logan. Thank you. Thank you for that, George C. Sis Luz, thank you. Miss Jones says, thank you, Sis Luz. Corey says, just about to have dinner. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. Corey, I hope everything's good there, and I hope that the fires and all that stuff is not affecting you, bro. I know it's like all over Canada, and I want to say it's like more in the less populated areas, but I know that smoke is crazy, bro. I hope you're doing okay. Blizzard says, George, you can be here with us for now. Absolutely. You're here now with us. Miss Generous says, Gig Live, hello. Miss Generous from Corey. George, she says, well, I got to go, guys. GG out. Okay there, GG, take it easy. Get some sleep. BIY says, just got hospitalized for being cringe. They put me in the OC ward. Oh, this guy, Jesus. The timing is impeccable. The timing is impeccable. This is a professional, people. Recognize what a professional looks like. If you can't, you just can't. I Love the Jones says, learning another language is so challenging. I've got a long way to go in my Portuguese. Yeah, man. See, Portuguese, I think I could learn easy because I have a pretty good base of Spanish. I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I think I could probably learn Portuguese pretty easily, I think. I might have to look into that. Georgia Sheets, take care from Most Colored Glasses. T-Gang says, hey, when I get a membership, I'm going to gift 100 memberships. Okay, all right. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's almost 1/3 of what I think Blizzard's already done. Miss Jenner says, BIY. BIY says, bye, Georgia Sheets. T-Gang says, I'm going to be the king. Okay. Georgia says, bye, baby, love you. T-Gang says, bye, baby, I love you more. Blizzard Bro says, I'm in, bro. Right? T-Gang says, hey, Blizz, you have a future challenger. I don't know about all that. LOL. I love what you says, Sisco the auctioneer. Man, I'm telling you, this is crazy. Blizzard says he's never going to finish these comments. Always I am. Rose Colored says, Cisco National, I appreciate you and Jen bringing a lot of love and positive energy. See you next time. This is Angel. Thank you. Good evening to you. Take care. Give our best to Lord Logan. And as always, says thank you so much for bringing the positivity. You have made a difference in somebody's life today. That is for sure. T-Gang says, yeah. Blizzard says, support positive content creators. Yes, guys, always support positive content creators. Stop clicking on this clickbait dumb stuff. Support people that you know are truly being positive and putting positive stuff out there in the algorithm. The more we click on that stuff, the more it'll be out there instead of this weird negativity that's always out there. Support positive content creators, guys. Thank you, Blizzard, for saying that. Blizzard says, T-Gang, what's the challenge again? He thinks he's going to come back and drop more gift memberships than you. He's got a long way to go already. Miss Jenner says, Lady Logan, love. I love it. Cho says, true. Many Spanish words are the same. Yeah. I know people who speak Spanish or Portuguese are able to understand the other language pretty closely. Blizzard says, positivity? Yeah, it should be positivity. Mr. Worm says, and without faith, it's impossible to please him. Yeah, I'm not going to give prayer, what do you call it? Reading prayer stuff. I'm not going to do that, guys. Blizzard Bra says, or gifting. Yeah, he meant the gifting. T-Gang says, Blizz, I'm a gift 100 memberships. You start with one. We'll just see one day, and I think we'll be good. Blizzard says, bet. T-Gang says, bet. Okay, guys, look, it is now almost 5 o'clock. I got to get out of here because we got to get going. Mr. Worm says, not so positive anymore. So, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, everyone who showed up today, all the regular people that showed up. As always, thank you so much. All the people who are not regulars who just wandered in here off the streets and decided to stick around. We got 16 million in the building. Thank you, guys. We got 38 likes. If you haven't already, just double tap that screen. Hit that like button. Get us to 40. See if we can do it. Maybe just reach that hand up and just tap it real quick. But again, thank you guys for showing up. And if you haven't already, just check out our channel, please. We have a lot of videos, venturing that we do, random stuff that we do. We have a goal this December when we go to the Philippines. We're working on taking every cent that we earn from YouTube, every cent from the Buy Me a Coffee app. We're taking that with us to the Philippines. We're going to make sure that we change as many lives as we can for school children in the Philippines. That is our goal. So if that sounds good to you, if you want to support that, if you want to get behind that, just hang out here. Give us a subscription. Give us a like every once in a while. Comment on our videos. Watch our videos. If that's all you do, you've helped us out tremendously. So thank you for that. But guys, we're going to head out of here. I'm going to read this real quick. It says, BIY says, thanks, Cisco Bio. Thank you, BIY, as always, brother. I love the Chone. Thank you. Says, so long, folks. Mamlin Nilla's with the no. She's giving the wave now. Thank you, Mamlin Nilla. Thank you. Says Gracie, Irish May, Charis, everyone. Thank you. Blizzard says, thank you, bro. And Miss Jen. Blizzard, thank you, bro. As always, salute to you. Thank you, man. Keep on keeping on, brother. You're doing it right. T-Gang says, bye, guys. All right, T-Gang. I love Chone says, Blizzard Broad, Porky Pig. I'll bet he tastes delicious. What are we talking about? All right, guys. Hey, we're at 39, guys. Just one more. Just one more. Just somebody. Just somebody, anybody. Once I see it go, I'll click right off. Click right off. 14 million in the building. Oh, no, somebody took it away. That's messed up. Whoever you are. Oh, I know who it is. It's Saggy Underwear. That Saggy Underwear person I saw. Yeah, you Saggy Underwear. You are always taking your like back. I don't know what it is. Again, thought you were cool, but you're not. Mamley Anilla, thank you. 2 more likes, guys. That's all we needed. But it's all good because I got to go. But 17 million in the building. Oh, we're up to 39. What's going to happen? Are we going to get to 40? I don't know. Easton Rice says the Candyman's house is a war zone at all times. Yeah. Ma'am Leonila, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, I really got to go. I don't think we're going to make it to 40, but thank you, guys. Don't forget to be kind to yourself. It starts with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself some grace. And then go out there in the world and be kind to others. Give them a little bit of grace. And just spread positivity. The more positivity we spread out there in the world, the more positivity will come back our way, guys. So please do that. It is the Sisco way. As my brother Blizzard so eloquently put in the Sisco International theme song, Spread Love, out in theaters now. If you haven't seen it, that's your loss. Go check our homepage. It'll be there. But let's see. Kaylee says, Sisco! What's up, Kaylee? How are you? I hope you're safe out there. How's that baby doing? Easton Rice says, can you repeat that real quick? Yeah. That was it. Real quick. Blizzard said 40. We got 41, guys. Okay, I got to go. Blizzard, thank you, brother. Thank you, everyone. Blizzard, appreciate those gift memberships, man. you can't tell you, man, enough times how amazing you are. But you already know that, guys. Again, Blizzard's been our rock here on our live stream, man, with these gift memberships. So, man, can't thank him enough. To everyone that gave the little emoji, what are they called? The stars and the hearts and all that stuff, whatever they're called, jewels, I think. I don't know. Thank you for that. And for everyone else, thank you for the what are they? Badges? I don't know what they're called. But everyone else, thank you for the likes. Thank you for just watching. Appreciate you guys. We will be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat station, 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. So whatever time that is for you, please come on back. Thank you for being positive here with us. And even the trolls, thank you for not going too crazy on us. Let's see real quick. Madeline, thank you. Name's Kaylee Alleged says, good. Okay, that's good. Just the flesh one says, the dark night has arrived. Okay, well, we're about to go. Blizzard says, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Good Lord, that was terrible.
Oh my God.
Screenshot that. That's going to be popular someday. I'm telling you. That's going to be a meme someday. All right, Blizzard. Ma'am Lanilla, thank you. Miss Generous, love you. Ilo Lechon says, I've got family jewels anyway. Whoa, bro. What are you talking about? Salute to you, though. Miss Generous, thank you. See what you started, Blizz? Exactly. Football Edits, you're back. Well, we're out. Guys, take it easy. Everybody be safe. Take care out there.